Oh shit, we're live.
We're live. Hi, man. Do I respond?
Was it?
Hey, man, y'all are dope. Where are you guys based out of?
Is that just a regular message?
Your mom. Yeah, private.
My mom.
No, I was like joking. Haha, your mom.
Oh.
No, stop being an ass. Did you say that they knew?
Yeah.
Just say we're based out of Boston, but actually we're live right now. Maybe they'll jump in and then we have a little chit chat. But have I met them?
I don't know.
Go to the page. We're from Mars. Woo.
Well, okay.
Let's go.
We are back in full effect. This is another installment of the With All Disrespect podcast. We had last week off because it was your boy Derek's birthday.
Woo whoop.
Dirty 30 now. Please excuse my voice. I lost it today because I was playing basketball. I didn't lose it because last week I recovered from that. Oddly enough, I didn't wake up hungover.
That means you had a good time.
I sobered up like 2 or 3 times in that night.
Must have woke up dead.
It's also the company too.
Yeah, it was definitely good. It was good vibes. Like everything was just kind of like chill. But we had.
Did you eat pigs that day?
Nah, I didn't work either. No. Does that make a difference?
I don't know. They say eggs are good for a hangover, bro.
Like before or like after, like the next day?
Either or, they say.
I heard it was like bread and shit to soak up the liquor.
Yeah, but that's why you're drinking.
Oh, I heard that's what you just do. Like the next morning, something greasy, like a burger or like a egg sandwich or whatever. What was that, Uncle?
Mhm.
Oh. So let's go around. How we been?
I've been alright. Nothing much really. Just
Talk to your mic, dude.
just been working a lot. About it. Working.
It's that
Working,
adult
working.
life.
Yeah. Trying to read more.
Adult thing, yeah. There you go. What you looking into?
I just got done reading the Encyclopedia of Dangerous Drugs.
What?
The Encyclopedia of Dangerous Drugs, which
Okay.
is pretty much all
Are
drugs.
you picking them up good? Because his mic is like a mile away from the shit.
Yeah.
From
Anybody peep the audio? Make sure we're good.
drugs from A
no, we're
through Z, and it goes from pretty much man-made drugs.
Yeah.
to
This is a really good pour.
prescription
Yeah.
drugs.
Oh, that's cool. You know, I think doesn't Lucas have a book similar to that with the different strains of marijuanas?
Yep.
Cool. He has a book something like that. Who had like literally like was it back to like the 20s or some shit?
Yeah, it was like.
It was like really
Back in the
like
day.
way back old. Yeah, that's good. Always to get back into reading. I also been like dipping and dabbing in reading just in general. Like some of the stuff is like 'cause I got my plans to start up my own little shit. But also like I've always been into like fantasy and stuff. Obviously, you know what I mean. Like I was a big fan of like the Harry Potter stuff. Like
The reason why I got into Harry Potter.
and then now remember the movie I Am Number 4?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I'm reading that series.
Oh,
Like it's not a difficult read, but it's like it is interesting. Like it's a fun read, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm reading that, and then I feel like I've been doing more of my like learning and stuff through different podcasts and whatnot, like that other people are doing, and it's just learning like more so like be it like political agendas and policies.
I'm gonna send you somebody to watch too.
And
Yeah,
but I like to learn it in like a fun manner. You know how some people just got that fucking boring ass history class voice.
Like the audiobooks.
No.
In 1687.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I can do that.
I've been watching the Tim and Sugar show.
I don't know what that is.
Sean O'Malley.
Oh,
His podcast.
I don't know. Yeah. Sugar Shane, he fighting again. You
Yeah,
sent me that. I was like,
I'm
yeah.
actually happy about that.
But yeah. So like, it's always good to get like to challenge your mind too, just as much as you try and challenge your body, be it like working out, however. Also, you need to start getting yourself surrounded by people of like mind. Like I'm starting to find that to be what I value and hold deep more so now. Not a matter of age, but a matter of just like thought process and just living a healthier. I almost want to use the word cleaner life. Like it almost feels clean. You know what I mean? Like we're not to say like anything else was dirty before, but you just I don't know. It's just a hard like that. Just feels like the right word
Your aura wasn't
to throw in there. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like fucking Lance got me into those rocks. The energies. Like I forgot what they call that shit, but
Yeah, I know the ones that you're talking about. The ones that Mom used to like a lot.
yeah. He got me like heavy into them shit. So now I walk around with like Actually, I got one on my desk right there.
Mm-hmm.
I walk around with one that's white. It's like a little small white one. I don't know if y'all can see that. I don't know if you can see that, but that's just a crystal. It's supposed to just run through it, like clean, like take energies and clear it up, and be based off of how you're feeling and whatnot. But yeah, I think it's just a matter of like the proper mentality going each day.
When I was watching that series, Spirit.
I don't think so.
Spirit thing.
I was watching another dude. I can't remember his name actually, but it was a guy who was like claiming he was like a alien from another planet and all that stuff, and had all these teachings. But I was like, it literally just sounds like religion. Where no, like as in like the teachers were all like positive thinking and whatnot, and how the era of who's there now is gonna usher in the next era and all that stuff. But like I said, we're just like that with that, just like with religion. I'm all for it if it makes you feel better and makes you a better person, helps you get through your day. I'm all for that shit. I've never wanted to knock that shit. But what about you? What's going on?
Pretty much work. Home, hanging with my girl.
Oh, he's claiming. He's claiming.
That was two different things. Home and hanging out with my girl. Pretty much hanging out.
Yo, ask him if he knows PJs, man. Yo, wasn't Rashid?
Oh, also.
Yo, hold on, Rashid. You know PJ and them? Because I feel like I might have hung out with him and them at Hooters. I could be wrong. Go ahead. Sorry,
We've been watching Star Wars Clone Wars on
again.
Disney.
Yeah. Oh, you got that Disney Plus?
Yeah.
I might need that, boy.
Okay.
For that Mandalorian. Actually, I can actually. Never mind.
Good.
I got this. I got
Yeah.
I got this.
Piche.
No, he's mine. Go ahead. Yeah, so today's podcast is gonna just be like every other one. We're gonna sit around, talk, shoot the shit. You guys chime in, any questions, anything you guys want to talk about or hear us talk about, throw our opinion. We're all for it. We will be drinking as we go. We do take suggestions at a reasonable rate. We're not trying to get trashed in 30 minutes. We're trying to run this podcast for a little bit and have a good time with you guys. So let's strap in and let's get talking a little bit. Do you want to open up with UFC or some of the stuff we saw? All-Star Weekend is this weekend, so we can do a sports kind of deal first, or we could open up with talking about the things that I was saying.
We spread the sports out towards the middle.
Yeah, we can do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
And then also we got a couple things that we wanted to talk about that we threw into the podcast. So if you want to look up the one with the little girl.
Yeah. I'm stuck.
So hold on, guys. Let's gotta pull this up real quick.
Yeah,
Dude, where you been, bro?
I told you this like 3 weeks ago.
Man, you bitter as fuck, dude. Because he's single as shit.
No, it's not even that.
You was with your girl. You was with your vagina.
I told him that, and then he wanna act all surprised.
You was with a chick.
She was with your girl.
Yo.
Because I already told you that, but you wanna act surprised.
You was with your girlfriend that makes you happy. Yo, you know what I watched the other day? The Other Guys. I fucking love that movie. Mark Wahlberg and and Will Ferrell. When he gets mad and like slams the computer, he stands up. He's all like, "You feel like a big boy? I'm talking to you." This is mad funny. I died.
What the hell is that?
I was gonna send it.
Nah, go back to
Send
Google.
what, huh?
Go back to Google.
No, let her show the energies, bro. She's gonna post. You gonna post it on the page or what?
I'm gonna try.
That's not the one you want to send.
No, it's
Why
fine.
not?
Send the other one.
Shut up, Corey.
It was
Corey,
better.
I'm gonna stab you.
Right there.
So-
1, 2. Go on. A little more. Right there.
But that's only one.
What?
That's
Oh hell
only
no!
am-
It was the dicks. There was some dicks on there. We ain't sharing that. Some dicks.
I want these girls to have clean energy.
Corey got attracted to them.
Gonna give them clean energies. Yeah. So let's open up with. This is gonna be It's gonna be fun. 3 teens put in a lawsuit to block transgender athletes from participating in all-female division.
Who's starting this one?
Let's let the lady of the room
All right.
of the podcast.
I didn't hear about this. What?
So
You
it was
hear about it?
three female athletes went to whatever their state board or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
and they put in a lawsuit or whatever you want to call it to block transgender athletes to be able to participate in female divisions.
I agree.
Transgender athletes meaning male to female in this situation.
I agree.
Okay. Anyone around the table agree or disagree?
Just say.
Do you
Just
all agree?
How you feel?
Okay,
Just say who agrees first, and then we can say why, or who disagrees.
I agree.
I agree.
Okay. Why?
I agree, because yes, they believe that they are females.
Yeah.
But their genetic makeup is of men. It's a male. So naturally, using Derek's words,
Ain't that light?
naturally they're stronger.
Wasted. Like it's not. Is that hitting anything?
No, you're good.
Sorry.
That's
Yeah.
how they can see me.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And in the situation where male and female, I don't know what else they're trying to label shit as gender wise, but we talking like we are.
Genetics. X, Y.
Fuck the bullshit. Just like we talk all the time, how we grew up and all that. First off, let me ask another question about something that's been fucking with me for like the longest time. Growing up, what was the definition of racist?
Hatred to another.
Speak up. Say it in the mic, my guy.
Hatred to another race or kind that was different from yours.
Because of their color.
Because
of
of the
skin.
color of skin.
Boom.
You have to put that in there.
Boom. So now that
Or ethnics. I think remember because because you guys
I think
both
that came
be
later,
like
though.
I think no because you guys
Yeah, no,
both
no,
be
that's-
like pale but Irish and
yeah.
So
That's
ethnic.
fine. Yeah.
That's right.
That's fine.
I thought that was added in later.
It's not color.
No. My problem with this whole bullshit of the whole new, like, what do we want to call that shit?
It's a classism involved.
Yeah, you fucking throwing in classism and you throwing in fucking what do you call that shit?
Cause
When you
cause,
talk about money
you know
status,
what it
like
is?
status and
You know
whatnot.
what it is?
Because one race holds domain or something over another race.
Oh.
When the fucking history have we not seen that? First off, second, racism. So just because I do not have financial power over you, does not mean I can't be racist towards you.
Right, I can still hate you. Because
Okay,
of it.
I just want to throw it out there.
I just want to say something. People that like black people that
Say it in your mic. Yeah.
black people that say that black people can't be racist cannot use that as a reason to be racist. So
That's usually the argument.
Yeah.
Like, I'd love to have a conversation and sit down and talk to somebody who feels that. I think you know a couple people like that. I seen you going back and forth with them on the interwebs.
Oh yeah.
But with that, let's go back to the transgender athletes. Now, when it comes to we're being real. Men or the male sex, men and female sex. I'm not gonna be backtracking back and forth on this. I'm gonna talk how I'm going to talk,
Right.
just like if we're just having an open forum, which we are.
I hope we're not the only ones caught up. Go
I don't give a
ahead.
fuck. Men are naturally we're physically stronger. We have testosterone that pumps through our blood and whatnot, so our bones and stuff build and form a different way. Now women have wider hips, they have more dense bones most of the time, but we can generate more raw power from a single swing from the hip or of the arm, where women can't. Certain ways that guys can throw a punch, women can't. Just like we can't like move our hips a certain way or get the same angles and whatnot.
Exactly.
Now, if you're telling me this child was transgender from young and was on all these hormones and stuff from young, maybe I could understand, because now the receptor's been blocked from the beginning, and you've only had estrogen pumping, right?
But even then, I still have my argument.
I get what you're gonna say. We can go there in a second, but if you're telling me that this kid or whatever went through puberty, no. If you're telling me this kid was
But they still go through puberty, but it doesn't stop the natural hormones. From
it really drops the amount of testosterone, because the medicine they go on, it literally is estrogen.
But Derek,
So
at
it
the same
makes-
time,
So they get titties and
Because
everything.
when they're going through
Hits.
puberty,
Yep.
the amount of testosterone that they're getting that's not even being pumped at a woman's is still more than a woman would get.
I don't know.
But
I'm sure of it.
if they start it young enough, no.
Damn it.
If they start it young enough, their body. So the purpose of starting young is so that your body is producing estrogen. So then it tells your body, we are a female. no testosterone. So now they're technically going through female puberty, and they're not getting the level of testosterone because they combat that with the hormones.
Yeah, I watched a couple. I watched a couple fights like that overseas. Like they were in like Taiwan and shit, and it was like pretty much like kickboxing and like MMA, and like these, male to female fighters or athletes, fucking just bulldozed through these women. Like they just fucking just stood there and stayed in the pocket, punched 1, 2, and that's it.
So here's my thing.
Oh, sorry. Good.
If you're a transgender male.
While talking.
And you're transgender
Wait, we
male.
look the same because we're black?
Yeah, exactly. No, wait, I was talking. All three of y'all had the same eyes.
Oh, mine. I'm tired. These motherfuckers something else. Good.
So if you're a transgender male, female, that means like they're going from male
to female. Yeah.
Okay. And you want to fight in leagues like that? Okay. I'm not for segregation. No, it's not segregation. It's separate.
Like to separate is segregation.
No, you can call it
to segregate is just to make it a different group or division.
Well, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
My thing is, if you want to be trans man and you want to fight women, so there should be a league where
trans woman is what you are. When you say trans, you go with what they end as.
Oh, okay. So trans female.
Yeah.
Fighting against women. Mm-hmm. There should be a league for that. And
aren't they a woman?
No.
This nigga said no matter.
No.
They have a vagina?
No. Well, that's up to them.
See what I'm saying?
That's up to them. And
if they have a vagina,
they're still not.
Then you can
talk
more about it.
No, just no. Brownie, did you have the other chat up?
You're literally you're being a false god to play in a game that you want to win.
You never what?
We never get anything. It's always stupid shit over there.
Oh no. One thing. Well, you should have it up just in case you don't know. Actually, no, we had those people from fucking Switzerland or wherever it was last time.
All right, I'll put it up.
Okay, anyways.
What about the Twitch one?
Yeah.
The Twitch one we go too.
It all goes on there, so I thought she would have it up.
No, but all right. Whatever.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah. Good.
I was finished.
Oh. So you're for segregating within the.
No, I'm for a league where trans fighters.
Yep.
And whoever you want to call it, genetically what they was born stayed as they was born. So if you're a trans man, trans female, or if you're born male, born female, there should be an intergender league where people aren't hiding the fact that they was transgender and then getting all these wins, and then it turns out, oh yeah, I'm transgender. Because sure, in those foreign leagues, they're saying that they're transgender male, but it's still unfair to these women. And then these women want to fight. Sorry, transgender female, but they want to fight female. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Nah, there's some women that don't give a fuck and will fight whoever.
Yeah.
Just like this.
Maybe units.
And that's not.
It just should be a league.
Time out. Hold the fuck on. Oh my god. I gotta correct you.
Like
he said
TRL.
Don't get me wrong. Like I think Amanda Nunes is a beast ass of a fighter. But you put her up against what is she? 155?
Put her up against John Jones.
140?
Put her against.
No, so her same weight.
Put her up against Cejudo.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like so she's top woman.
Wait, she might be Cejudo.
No.
I don't. No, man, because
you just don't like him because he beat Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, listen, as much as I don't like it, you put him in his submission. He's just ripping out of it. He's gonna.
Yeah, no.
If he pushes her, she's gonna hit the gate. Like no matter where she's
I'm not being. I don't give a fuck how people take it, but I think you take any male athlete, like elite male athlete, against the same division or same weight, elite female athlete, and it's a fighting like a combat sport. 9 times out of 10, the man isn't gonna win by just raw overpowering her.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But like when you start introducing other things where you get like jujitsu and things like that, she might be able to catch him in the trap. You know, place the move to her 2 moves early and then get him.
Right.
Maybe, but even then, like the guy sometimes might be able to just fucking rip out with raw power. I'm just saying when we want to talk physical attributes and things like that, let's not pretend that this is everything is even.
Yeah.
Because just like you bitch and moan that this motherfucker beat up on this woman, oh, he shouldn't hit her like that. You know she can't hit you back, right? Oh, hard enough. All right, so then let's not pretend.
Now she's willing.
Let's not pretend. No, I'm saying like domestic.
No. This one is, but this
domestic.
One, I get you. But this is different. And this and these fights, these women are willing to get beat up by these trans.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about.
I get what you're saying though.
Oh.
I'm just going with the argument that they're willing to get hit.
I'm just saying let's. Wow. I was saying let's not pretend that like everybody wants everything to be peaches and cream, even playing field. When honestly, if we're talking physical strength and physical attributes, the male sex will most likely or more than not overpower or outperform most elite females in the same division or class. We're talking fighting or physically. We're not talking like you never know. A chick could outrun a dude. Yeah, of course. Like that's. But I'm saying we're up and up fighting.
Well, that's
more times than not, the male will beat the woman.
When they used to do the raids, that's why they used to kill the men and take all the women and kids.
Yeah. I don't know what that has to do with it.
Yeah, man.
But you're right though. They did though.
Just
they
think
did that.
about it. I'm telling you something here.
Yeah.
You're
You're already Bravo, bro. Like what the fuck?
You're not ready for my every Bravo. I'm
you're right. You're right. I'm not ready.
I'm ready for you to change the subject.
I'm not ready.
I got something for you.
Go ahead.
I'm just waiting for you to change the subject. All right. Chinese protests, right? I gotta get James here. Chinese protests, right?
In the claw.
Right? 2 weeks later, it's all quiet because of coronavirus and all these motherfuckers is dying.
Oh shit.
Oh, but wait.
I didn't put that shit in perspective.
But wait.
That's true.
Oh, and it's airborne.
It's
airborne.
But the coronavirus happened during the Trump thing, and then Trump gets off.
Okay, but we're talking Chinese news.
It's the
I get what you're saying. It's
but
all global.
did you see the video of the fucking guy spraying the streets?
Yeah.
What was he spraying?
Disinfectant of some sort. They said stay inside. Like they got. Do you remember I Am Legend?
Yes.
Yeah.
You remember how the movie starts? They're like everybody, everybody went from being able to be outside and all that to people just in their homes or go from home to work, back home to just being home. And now no one is in contact with each other.
Okay, yeah.
That's what that shit is over there right now. Is that everybody is boarded up in their own houses because motherfuckers is sick. And if people are out in the street, they sending drones to tell you to go home. Like they don't even have like the workers on the streets. Like I don't know how severe like the death rate is. Like, I know the death rate was or the death toll totaled a couple thousand, like 1,000 and some change.
1,200, I think.
Today, this morning, I saw that when I was going into work. But yeah, like you'll see the dude walking, like you know how like in Resident Evil when they shooting a flamethrower.
Wow.
Yeah. So the video showing them. Oh dang.
Oh, they're cleaning it like that.
Keep your ass inside if you want to keep your eyes.
That ain't one part water.
Yeah, I know.
So what is that doing to the ozone? Are we supposed to be trying to say that shit?
They can
No,
try to kill us.
Wait, she got chicks' dreams.
Erase the whole thing. Restart.
How dare you, Gretchen?
Is that her name?
Yeah, her name was Gretchen, right?
I don't know.
Gretchen or Greta?
What's the other girl's name?
Greta.
The one that we're ruining her dreams because we're driving cars.
Is it Greta or Gretchen?
I feel like it might be Greta.
The one that how dare you? How dare you?
I'm sorry I wasn't born.
Why you crying? Yeah, that's true though. That's crazy because the protest's been going on for a little while over there, because they want to try and make. Is it Hong Kong?
Yeah, their own. No, part of.
It's Hong Kong that was sanctioned, right?
Yeah,
they had they China was promised. China promised to have one country under two different rules, whereas like because Hong Kong was owned by Britain, right? I think it was Britain, and then they were owned by them till like 1997 or some shit. And in 1997, they had to they relinquished it over to China, but China said we'll leave you to your own rule until 2020, I think it was, or 2019. And now China's trying to pass a bill, or just passed a bill that says anybody on Chinese soil can be brought in and has to face Chinese rule. So now that means we can just go over there, or not we, but the Chinese government can just go to Hong Kong now and take these people.
Because
and now you gotta order. You gotta answer to our law. So
not me.
yeah, I keep mixing. I always mix y'all up when I see it, anyways. But yeah. So the Chinese. So what has been happening is that these motherfuckers are going into Hong Kong and catching all these fucking authors and journalists who have been writing about all these political shit, like the real. Because apparently the government right now is heavily like influenced or dictated by one family, and it's been that way for a little while now. And they were talking about all different companies that the family is like in, like so you got like their branch like that works in partner with like another companies coming in like with Amazon and all that stuff. They're like worried that information leaks are happening. Huawei, that's why we won't let them even bring phones over here to the States because that family owns Huawei. Yeah, the family's not even part of it. No, they own it.
They had that false thing of it could read your brain waves. Remember that shit?
That's for 5G, wasn't it?
5G because Huawei started the 5G.
Yeah. But Huawei was the one that before was shown listening in on American conversations and all that kind of shit. Yeah. Well, maybe everybody, but we just we only point out what happened here. Yeah, but that's crazy though to think about that shit though.
Yeah, no, because the other day I had put something up. And I was like, wait a minute, wasn't the protest happening not so long ago? And my friend posted, I was like, put something up, and I was like, I swear, like to myself, I was like, I just was thinking this, like the protest was happening.
They about to see my little fat belly come out.
And then this virus goes away. There's no mention of protest, but I'm wondering because did they mention Hong Kong at first as one of the places where it started?
No.
Charmander looks angry, bro.
Bitch. Fucking bro. No, I forgot where it was, where it started, but it was on the outside. Actually, I think it was in the middle of a city, that like a major thing that branched out. Like, nah, something like that though. Like somewhere like real. Yeah, it was real like it was like heavy with like commute. You know what I mean? But or transit, I should say. But yeah, so we'll talk about it when James is here because he wanted to talk about it. But we just started watching Don't Fuck with Cats on the internet.
Oh yeah, I haven't
that shit's crazy. That shit's crazy.
Don't fuck with cats.
There's something else about it though, but
that shit's crazy.
No, like honestly, I was like, so the crazy part is the guy who's doing the stuff. You can tell something's wrong with him. Sorry for my voice, guys. You can tell something's wrong with him. But these people who were part of this Facebook group that was like, we're gonna find who he is, are crazy, just as crazy, if not more crazy, because they are going to work and then coming home and doing all this fucking investigations that are probably another 8 to 12 hours in the night. You know what I mean? And then you get up and going to work again. So it's just crazy. But yeah, let's talk about another one of the things. Can you run that one on the little girl?
Right there.
Did you guys watch no, not I Am. Who Killed Malcolm X on Netflix?
No, I gotta watch that.
It's like 6 episodes. By month up episode 2.
Yeah, I gotta check it out.
It's pretty good.
Hold on. Sorry. Do you think that the blocking of the transgender athletes is gonna be one of those like? I hate to be that person, but I'm just gonna be honest. Like a lot of the times when I always find myself being the person or voice of reason. Like we are people, not our race, not this, not that, right? But there's been too many times where we're giving a pass in a sense where even the chick on the Lakers talking about she called them the niggers.
Oh yeah, she got.
But everybody was like, no, she said nakers. So they gave a pass. A lot of the times, and I know like whatever or whoever the fuck want to say whatever. A lot of the times, I feel like as people, blacks are overlooked a lot of the time when it comes to like, these social political issues. Why are trans people? Why are gay people or people part of the LGBTQ? And I'm nothing wrong. I'm an ally. I'll support y'all all the way. At the same time, we've been fighting for how long to get the little shit that we're at now, and we're still dealing with some, if not most or all, of the shit we were dealing with back then.
Sorry, I just wanted to say that woman that was talking about the Los Angeles
Nakers. Yeah.
She did lose her job as a reporter for that company.
Damn sure, because she said niggas.
I don't think she did. She definitely said niggas. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we can't have that.
Oh yeah.
On
I
live.
think she still works there.
I think she still works there. I don't think she's fired.
Did you guys
But what?
Oh no, we was on news, but I was saying we just see that Gail King snippet when she was talking about.
I see Snoop Dogg cuss her ass out. I saw that.
Did you see what she was saying?
I didn't see what she said.
I don't know if they edited it that way, but it seemed like the whole thing was a bash on him. Like,
Probably.
She said that they edited for it to be that way, but you don't.
You shouldn't put yourself out like that, where they can do that.
Yeah, exactly.
She did get fired.
She didn't.
She did. Yeah.
She did.
She lost her job.
But go ahead.
No, what you saying?
I was saying to what Corey was saying, with Gail King, she was literally bashing Kobe's character as a basketball player
let's not
and a father.
Hold on.
How are you speaking of him as a father?
Wait, but the whole fucking, what's her name? Gail
Gail King.
Yes.
Gail King.
Yes.
King, like King.
All right, Gail King. That whole fucking situation. Unfortunately, it needed to be said.
Why?
Because
did you know what happens in the case?
She's putting her hand out, guys. You can see it.
Yes, here it is, right here.
Serious.
Because how come? And the charges got dropped. Right?
Yeah.
But I had a question. Why did she bring it up to her? Why did she bring it up to Lisa Leslie?
Because they were friends.
Kobe and Lisa Leslie were real good friends because
she's
a WNBA player. She's a big WNBA player.
But why did she feel the need to bring it up
In the interview?
Yeah.
Because she was
trying
trying
to
to
help them through it.
It was like a character, like a challenge of character. Yeah, I mean, you knew, like, it's like, you know, Corey. What do you think about them saying that he was doing things to these people?
Yeah.
Answer it. You're gonna be like, I can speak on what I know of Corey.
Yeah.
So she was trying to just get something.
Yeah.
You know,
because there's a part where she was like, there's NBA stars that asked me to go tell this girl that I think that she's pretty.
Yeah.
And I'll give her a
and
shot.
he's never done that.
And she never done it. And Lisa was like, well, you would never know. She just told you that he never did it. As long as they know each other as teenagers.
No, because Gail was like,
Yeah, I seen pieces of the interview.
Yeah.
I didn't see the whole thing enough to speak on it.
Nasty.
But I don't feel like she should have got attacked like she did.
Who?
Gail.
Oh, the
Gail
bitches
King?
and hoes and all that shit.
She shouldn't have got attacked like she did because number one, she's doing her job. But also, she came out with another video saying that they scripted it, and she was like, I don't want to do it, and they were like, you have to do it. This is part of it. This is what we need. But they got the buzz that they wanted.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
At the cost of her. Like,
Apologize.
her own fault.
But wait, what's a black female, right?
Oh shit.
No, I'm just saying. Corporate.
Yeah.
You know.
They're like, you're one of them. Like,
Yeah, you're not. You're the one.
It won't bother them.
But how come this was such a big issue?
Because in the question when she asked it, the word legacy was brought up. That's why it was big to me.
Is this not part of that though?
No.
It's a scar. It's a scar on his record.
It's a blemish.
Have you ever got accused of anything?
But
you know what I mean? Like,
no, it's different.
But
Hold on. Now you also had to take into accountability that Corey is a regular day-to-day guy. Kobe's also a regular guy in his life, or was, during his life. Like, he would go do his thing day to day. But when you start to introduce things like money and all that other stuff, sometimes there are people that are shady. And people in that girl's life went in and said, I'll give you like a character, what do you call that?
Statement.
The character statement. And none of that shit was positive. They were like, she done stuff like this before to other men. To get money from them.
It seemed like she was like almost running an escort business. It seemed like.
I don't know about that part.
You guys didn't see the article
I don't know about that, but
I sent you guys this shit.
I don't know.
I sent you guys a whole article that was talking about how the whole trial went, and how it turned up being like it was almost like a whole escort business between her and her friend.
I thought they ended up closing, settling out of court.
They settled out of court after everything. It was almost like.
But
I didn't think it went to court though.
When you,
I didn't think
it was two trials. Almost two trials. It was like a hearing and then something else.
Ray Borg.
Then he missed weight. Who cares?
He's about to get knocked out still.
Yeah, no. So I feel like when you say like it's a blemish or like doesn't end in part of his legacy, it shouldn't be. In the sense, I could say that you raped me, and you know you didn't, and the people around you know you didn't. and the people who were there that night know you didn't. So now, like, don't get me wrong. Let's always err on the side of caution when shit like that comes up.
Right.
But at the same time, if shit comes up and things come out, and it's like, hold the fuck on, and then the girl's now she's willing to settle out of court and things like that. If you were serious, I don't give a fuck how much money is thrown your way, and you know someone raped you, you're not taking no money.
Right.
What the fuck? Take it to court and go get your money that you are gonna be owed, like in general. Like you shouldn't be getting raped. First off, it shouldn't happen. Mm-hmm. But let's not pretend like there aren't women or people, because guys do it too, that don't go extort these rich or famous people. Right. So to say the blemish on the record, kind of, but not really. But it is something that will be brought up.
He stepped out of his relationship.
What does that matter?
What does that matter?
What does that matter?
What do you mean?
No, like,
what does that matter?
Character-wise.
That is speaks to a character.
Why?
So if he never stepped out of his marriage, then this would have never ever had an opportunity to happen.
People step out of their marriage every day, but it doesn't make them bad.
Yeah, I'm not saying he was bad. I'm saying that if he never stepped out on his woman, there would have never been this rape allegation. There would have never been that opportunity for that girl to be like, oh wait, he got money. All right, he did what he did.
It still would have been an opportunity.
And
even if he didn't, you want to tell me that there's no way that a female wouldn't say he raped me and they were never in the same fucking room together? You want to tell me that couldn't happen?
Yeah, if she got turned down and she
why
didn't
you don't piggyback? It's like we're jumping.
You right though.
No, but first of all, I didn't say that it can't happen. I said in this situation it would not have happened.
Why?
Why do you think?
Because this girl went to his hotel room.
No, that's fine. That's fine. No. She's speaking.
I'm talking to a bunch of guys though, and Kobe Bryant is like almighty.
All right, Brianna.
I wasn't a Kobe fan like that.
And somebody goes to your hotel room, right? And then they were like, "That bitch is raped."
This bitch just said he was almighty. What the fuck are you talking about? We're having a conversation on a man's legacy in life, and you brought up a point. I countered off of your point, and you don't like what I countered off of it. I made a general. Hold on. I made a general statement about something. You made a statement about how her saying it wasn't wrong. It's her job. We all agreed on that. You said what?
He shouldn't have stepped out on his marriage.
Okay, we agree with that. But does that make him a bad person that he did that?
I never said he was a bad person.
The way you delivered definitely put the what's that word?
Stigma?
No.
No, you guys were saying that because
if we're talking character,
because I asked Corey. If he was ever accused of anything, you said, "Oh, that is different because Kobe Bryant had money. People do it a lot."
Well, he had fame. It's not the money part. It's the fame.
So he's famous, whatever. So there's a platform or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's probably a better word.
So you know that. Mm-hmm. Why the fuck would you go out and sleep with a woman that is not your wife? No. And then been like, "Oh shit," and then you settle out of court. It's sketchy.
She settles out of court. He's not the one who settled. He got the one who got the claim against him. At this point, he's in defense mode.
Yeah, he can't settle.
She has to settle.
He can settle technically.
He settled.
He can offer her money.
He settled because he could have said, "Fuck it, take it to court then," because I know I'm innocent.
No, but so what?
No. They did the preliminaries. How
many times did somebody go to court and then they still found guilty and they didn't do the shit? There's people in jail now for life for shit they didn't do.
No, that's true. But hold on. To go off her point, she is correct that but that's how it goes with these kind of things. As bad as it's gonna sound, that's part of the lifestyle. There's so many guys that are dealing with this shit right now. Cristiano Ronaldo, all that shit. Where supposedly even her own friends said that they were talking and joking and then agreed to go in the room and do whatever. Mm-hmm. And now this girl said that he revealed himself and then he forced himself on and in her.
People gotta start getting waivers signed.
But it comes with the lifestyle, is what I'm trying to say. Because even let's say that she didn't go in the room, they never were alone together at any point, and she still said the rape thing. You don't think this motherfucker's gonna be like, "Yo, I didn't touch her. Y'all gotta believe me." No. Oh shit, do I take the chance and go in court, or do I settle? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? He settled out of court, and a lot of these guys do that, or a lot of these people settle out of court to avoid the chance of, like you said, having to retribute the prosecution, like, you know, being prosecuted off of a rape allegation or whatever it might be. You know, I don't think
people hate the word rape so much that you're almost automatically guilty.
That's exactly. I mean? That's why I said
if you paint that picture hard enough, dude, you did it.
We have to be careful, or at least acknowledge that the lifestyle does bring things like that.
Yes.
Now we all off of that we have to acknowledge that if someone felt that they were wronged or raped, we all, as a people or as a government, need to realize something might be up.
Yep.
So we have to investigate. But before we investigate, we should never find, and this is the problem with the American justice system, is that we always find Brown guilty first. You're guilty before you go and get any kind of a preliminary trial or hearing.
Yeah.
So with the Kobe thing, and that's why I think I got a little defensive. Like, yeah, we're talking about character and whatnot. So yeah, you're right. Him stepping out is a part of the character. Something did happen there. At the same time, this could have been a conversation where he didn't cheat, where they could have just been in the same, hanging out at the apartment or at the hotel room, and she come up with a claim, and it was just the two of them. So where the fuck is the proof?
No, but he said
they had sex. Yeah,
it was consensual.
So the same thing with Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Oh, was there clicking?
Yeah, probably. What was I just gonna say?
Him saying that they had sex.
Yeah, but like, so of course they have a platform.
Yeah.
There's gonna be girls that are, or people in general, that are gonna exploit that. But it is also partly on the person's, responsibility too, to not put yourself in those situations.
Yeah.
And it's not always, you can't always stop yourself from certain situations, right?
Yeah.
But like, has LeBron James ever been accused?
Mm-mm.
He's home with his kids. He's home with his wife. He's not entertaining these motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying, though. I get what you're saying, like, but look, in this lifestyle, to be honest, LeBron is the rarity, right?
Yeah. LeBron.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying as an argument.
No. We're not doing that.
You're coming back into another part.
I think that I think we really got to just watch and be careful with, like, when we try and talk about, especially like me. I don't like talking on people, first off, who ain't around me when I'm talking. I don't like talking behind people back, but at the same time, I definitely don't like talking about someone who can't defend themselves. Whereas we can speculate and have the conversation that we want. What?
He's a celebrity. We can talk about.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm saying more so that the part that he's dead. Like, I don't like speaking on dead people like that. Think about it. I got at least two people off the top of my head that I can go rip shit off, and I don't. Never once have I spoken ill of the recent one. Never once. Out loud, never. Mm-mm.
But, the only reason why this has gotten brought up is because of the interview. And that's why we're talking about it. It's not like we just like, let's go back in his past and talk about how what he did.
No. But that's the thing. I think, it can be a talking point, but it's a sensitive talking point, but you gotta face that it didn't get brought up or something didn't at least happen, right? Yeah. Like, where it's like there was an issue.
Yeah. Do I feel that it should overshadow anything that he did or has done? Absolutely not.
Do you think it should be, Kobe Bryant, the 5-time NBA champion, 19 times selected All-Star, Hall of Famer, accused rapist? Like, you think it should be in there like that?
No. But
was all that right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
No, but I'm saying, like,
I was straight off the top too.
I just don't feel like everyone was being like, that she's dead wrong, whatever. Which I think
it's a matter of it was too soon, too fresh.
Maybe that's why everybody's all pissed off or whatever.
It's but it's been a week, 2 weeks.
2 weeks now.
Come on now. Some motherfuckers don't even have the bodies buried at this time.
But they shouldn't attack her. They should have attacked the company.
I think no, because at the same time it comes down to what is your paycheck really worth?
What do you see?
Now
you're challenging. Now it's your integrity.
Because I don't care how good that check is. You're not gonna give me the.
I'll fucking say what you want me to say.
Nah.
Listen, how many?
It's a fucking question.
How many zeros? How many zeros?
All I'm asking is a fucking question that happened.
Yeah.
I'll ask it. Fuck it.
Okay. All right. You're saying that as you.
Yeah.
A white female.
Yep.
Now, given today,
yeah,
how it is, I just what you call it. Given today how it is, and every
the
Oh,
thing.
it's back though.
Hmm?
It's back up here. Because now this is showing.
That's weird.
Yeah. It's never done that before. Can you check it? Yeah.
I'm about to do it now.
Oh, she said yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. I'm not on the wire, right?
I don't know.
Alright.
Let us know if it does it again, please.
Don't be looking at my thickness.
So you were saying as a like
Yeah, so as a just like if it was in general, I think the way you carry yourself when you reach a certain platform as a whole, you cover a certain demographic, be it the place you grew up, your heritage, your race, and other things of that matter that make you who you are.
Yeah.
There are certain things you just shouldn't touch, as in, you know that there's not to worry about the backlash, but more so there's like morals that you shouldn't do, moral things you shouldn't do.
That's why I said the check ain't good enough.
That's what I'm saying with the moral standpoint, and that's why you also saying the question thing is that you grew up in the same environments and things like that with minorities, but at the same time, do you feel like I can't say the white thing because like if it was a white person asking a white person, there's no backlash. Whereas like you got things like even Black Twitter and things like that where there is a backlash. So with that, you being on a certain platform and then so many different activists and things like that, like you have to think like we're trying to get to the same to the same level as everyone else.
Yeah. And
for me to go out there and bash a man who changed different things for so many people and all that, like it starts to become a moral standpoint. Whereas I don't think she should have even took the interview if that's the questions that they wanted her to ask. Now, like you said, she is doing her job.
And it was a big interview. She probably got big money.
Yeah, that's fine. But I think she should have said, listen, I'll do the interview, but I'm not hitting certain talking points. I'm not going to do it. If you don't want me to do the interview no more, I won't. Because she does stand on a certain platform, and it's a big platform. Like it was broadcast everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you have a responsibility as a person.
But she did the R. Kelly one too, right? That was the same chick.
Oh shit! Did you? I don't know.
She did. When he was like, "I'm tired of y'all."
Oh shit! It is.
Yes.
Yeah. This is my life. so
30 years.
She just like to be in the mess.
She might just like to be in the mess.
But that's the thing though. What's that dude's name? What was the dude's name? That I said he's funny as shit. He's messy as hell though.
Hold on,
Jason Lee.
Jason Lee.
You're right. If I'm the fall guy for a good check,
that's different. But we're not talking about that.
No, what if she's the fall girl?
Could be. But
that's what I'm saying.
But you always want to get somebody that relates to the demographic of the people you're talking to.
I feel like they were like, "You're black. He's black. She's black.
Let's
you
make it
have
happen.
to go out. I can't send my white girl out there.
Yeah, she can't ask these questions.
She can't ask about the race.
These are your R. Kelly
because you know what Black Twitter's gonna say. They're gonna rip us a new one.
Fucking white girls.
They're gonna say, "Oh, of course the white people asked that shit."
How come she didn't do the Bill Cosby interview? She would have killed Bill Cosby.
Oh my bad, I didn't mean to yell at that.
He went right to jail. There was no time. Poor Bill Cosby. He went right to jail. He was like 97. They threw the book at that motherfucker.
Wait, Harvey's still being.
R. Kelly is still chilling.
Yeah, they just gave him
his girlfriends are now fighting.
Or whatever.
Which ones?
Both of
the 15 and 16 year old.
I think now they might be 16 and 17.
Oh, okay.
They might, maybe, but one of them moved out. She said she's tired of this shit.
Oh, she's old enough to move out now.
No, she went back home with her parents.
Yeah. She's like, I'm going home. Like I was like, this is home. I mean home.
Going back to my mom.
Going back to my mom.
That's what you guys said. I wasn't supposed to stay here.
Did you guys know that fucking R. Kelly got bail or he got bail approved?
Ain't he a flight risk?
He's broke as shit, but he did get bailed out one time. Someone paid for him to get bailed out.
How the fuck do these pedophiles keep getting out of jail though?
Because America loves pedophiles.
Pedophiles.
I'm sorry to say it, but
I got a question for you guys.
No, they love white pedophiles.
Because we're talking about people in jail right here, right?
Okay.
And bailing out people in jail or being
like Bill Cosby is still rotten.
It's just that attraction to jail people. So you know how listen, hold on. You know how
I am not attracted to people in jail.
Where is he going?
All right. So you know how a lot of females have that fantasy of Like that. Remember that guy that was trending that had all the tattoos and he had light eyes? All the
Jail Bay.
You know what I'm talking about already.
He's not.
Why don't guys have
spill
it?
my drink,
all the girls were saying free him. That guy.
He was not cute. No, but y'all did the same shit with that chick.
Teacher Bay?
Yeah.
That was a thing.
No, not Teacher Bay.
Oh.
No, the chick that got locked up, the crazy, the
Jody
Arias.
Arias?
Yeah. Oh, see, you know her by name.
That's Corey's
No.
girl.
Jody Arias,
No.
that was her name. The one that cut the dudes.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no, it
yeah.
wasn't. No, it wasn't. Jody Arias was a fuck. She killed her kid or some shit.
Nuh-uh, that's fucking Casey Anthony.
Bro.
What's her name?
Jody Arias. Right there. That's the chick.
Bitch, no.
That's the one that killed her boyfriend or
That's
some
the one
shit.
that killed
white
the
girl.
boyfriend.
No,
Yeah, that's
no.
what I was
This
asking you.
chick-
You
no.
talking about her?
Who the fuck want to bang her? What
I
the
don't
hell?
know. You talking
No.
about this Casey Anthony, the one who killed her daughter? That.
Yeah, no. The chick that she like stabbed her boyfriend and shot him or some shit. And
Okay, Brianna, what are you looking at?
look at costume.
No, I'm
No,
trying
look
to
up,
See,
look
I'm
up
telling
prison.
you,
Look
bro.
up prison bay.
Oh,
Or girl
duh.
prison bay or whatever. Oh,
That's
female.
that.
Free
Whoa.
female.
Okay.
Female prison bay. Her. Yeah, she's cute.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
What she do? I get it. What she do?
You know what?
She
In Arkansas.
in Arkansas.
She didn't do it.
Yeah, that's what motherfuckers were saying though. Nah, she ain't do it.
Nah, yeah.
I don't know what she did, but she ain't do it.
First 3 schools.
Good.
Killed 3 kids.
Good, she like shot or stabbed her man or some shit.
She
No, you shouldn't do it.
is accused of robbery, kidnapping, and battery for her role in 2012 parking lot theft.
Nah, she ain't do it.
Nah,
Oh,
he
shit.
did.
Mike.
She was just
together.
doing. Yeah, that was a sexy ass couple.
She-
They weren't together.
No, they were not together. I thought he was gay
Why were the same article then? He is now.
Wasn't he?
because they're both prison bae.
No, you
He's
get
the-
it. Oh,
Anyways,
Yeah.
anyways, close this shit up.
You gotta relax. Ooh.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like it comes down to like, and I think it's because I'm growing in my own like like thought process, like the way I think now, and the way I'm feeling about having to approach things, in the sense like I said, I always been one to say we're people, we're a people.
Yeah.
But I can't keep saying that because I'm giving the pass.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I get
Where
it.
like
It's an
me,
excuse almost.
me, not an excuse. It's just complacency. Like I'm like, oh, you know, why are we thinking like that? We're all people, but at the same time, we say we're all people. It's true, but they're not playing that way.
No.
So by me playing that way, I'm letting them continue the way they're playing. Where I need to also be proactive on my shit that I speak on. Just like I want it to be black leaders and all that in the government and whatnot. I want us to have black judges sitting on seats and whatnot. Yeah, we need people that look like us to also be part of these conversations and issues. We need like for our town halls and shit like that. Like everybody need to actually go and talk to your people. Mm-hmm. You want change? Go get it done in your town hall. Right. You want the schooling thing to cover certain things? Go bring that shit up. That's what changes your day to day. The president don't change your day to day.
Yeah. But that's what happens is people want to run their mouth online and never do nothing about it.
Yeah.
They don't go out and vote. My vote's not gonna change anything.
No, it's just literally like that's where I'm at. I'm just like, as a black man, I have to also hold motherfuckers accountable in general in my life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I can't be like, oh, but you know, yeah, this cop shot this guy, but this cop didn't. This cop did his job, but this one didn't. Like no.
That's what aboutism.
Huh?
That's what about.
I guess so, but at the same time, it's like it's a true statement. One cop did his job the right way. The other cop did not. At the same time, this cop did shoot a black guy. Yeah. This guy was a white guy.
I don't feel like the white cop shooting like innocent black mainly men, but black people. I feel like it wouldn't not. I'm just.
They can hear that.
Yeah, they can hear that.
Why you? I can't even do it. Like,
I feel like if the cops were punished the correct way,
oh yeah,
then it wouldn't become as big of a deal. Not within the society.
It wouldn't keep happening.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Not that it wouldn't become a big deal.
Yeah, like it would. The other cops wouldn't be like, oh, they wouldn't be quick to pull because.
Oh yeah, because like they just burned this motherfucker. But let me tell you this: the guy who shot Philando Castile, that motherfucker is in jail.
Yep, and he was
Asian.
Yep. That one was the car one.
Yeah, when he
that
said I'm
bad.
licensed to have a gun, my gun's in like that.
That one was pretty bad.
And the cop told him to get the gun.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I don't know. I just feel like my own thinking is that I need to do better holding motherfuckers accountable just as much as the next.
Yeah, but it's not. But I feel like too, it's also white people too need to do a better job at being like, that's fucked up.
Yep.
You know, it no matter what it is, even if it's something so small, like in the fucking grocery store, whatever it is, somebody, it doesn't have to be a white person, but somebody needs to step and be like, you're wrong. That's fucked up. That's racist.
Remember that
like,
video
call
I
it
sent
out
you?
on the bus.
There was a video on the bus.
English if they're speaking Spanish. How can you do that?
Yeah.
How can you like
What
near
do
the
you mean?
grocery store?
Oh yeah.
And
America doesn't have a national language.
or race. So we can tell people get the fuck back and go home.
That's different.
No, why are you gonna tell you to go home?
America has put a lot of money and stock in the national.
What's America's race?
White.
No. How you gonna tell us to give us you're sick, you're poor, all that shit?
Time out.
You can't tell that if you're gonna give us we have to be white. No.
You want to talk? You're talking about the doctrine, right? All the written stuff. In that written stuff, who are they talking for?
Men.
White men.
All men.
White men is what they're talking about.
And at that same time,
Go look at the Second Amendment. Okay, good.
We wasn't even men at that time. We was property. We wasn't.
I'm just saying
human.
that's just built for white men and white people. White men then white women.
You seen that Daryl Davis interview? He kept saying that the guy that was on Joe
Yes.
Rogan, he kept saying that the white man was saying that we're different species.
Yeah, he really thought that. Remember I showed you the thing about the blood transfusions?
Yeah.
There was a black doctor who found out how to do blood transfusions and whatnot in 1920. Close to like 1920. It's like a little bit before 1920 because in 1920 they segregated where you can't exchange blood between black and white because of different species. I think it was 1920 that started or ended. Wherever it was that the guy passed away before he could see his body of work into fruition. So it kind of sucks. Did Rayborg win?
It's already the main event.
That's the main events.
Is that Rayborg?
Yeah, he just won.
He won knockout.
Nah,
decision.
He
was
a lot of
sniffing his
takedowns.
nuts the
Piece
whole
of
time.
shit. Just retire.
Sniffing his nuts the whole
Yeah.
Alright, Nate.
Let's go to the next that topic that I had you pull up. We've been waiting a minute on it. It's a little fucked up.
Alrighty. So, 6-year-old.
Can we take these shots before we start?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Let me put
Cheers.
Cheers to controversy.
Cheers to holding everybody accountable. Accountability. Salute you fucks.
That's good.
We got the big boy. That's Sriracha. It's like a nightclub.
All right, so the 6-year-old little girl from South Carolina.
Man, I just dropped the shit. Oh God.
Yes.
It kind of tastes like caramel.
Can you grip
at the
that?
end. What?
Word?
Can you grip that?
Probably not.
Do it off camera.
Wait, cap it.
No,
first.
wait.
Cap it first.
You grabbing at the
It did it.
why you angling it? Hold it straight.
Cap it first.
It's too heavy.
Put it on camera.
Lopsided.
Yeah, so go ahead, bro.
All right, so the 6-year-old little girl
Is Dan Hooker fighting?
from
No.
You on the next one?
from South Carolina.
My dad?
You're probably gonna
Okay.
ask if I. No, you do it.
Go ahead. Go. We'll talk. We're doing it.
Hello.
Oh, that's why she tried to pass that shit to me man quick. But yeah, so I'm gonna run the story, guys. I'm gonna be off camera for a second. What? Hey guys, I'm over here. So it's a 6-year-old girl in South Carolina vanished after she got off the school bus in the neighborhood. This was probably like two weeks ago.
I heard, yep.
Authorities say that they're not ruling anything out. Now, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, but they found her a couple days ago. They found her passed away, deceased. They say that they don't know anything that happened to her, and they don't know if it was foul play or not. But they're not ruling anything out. So they were thinking that she could be anywhere or whatever. I believe they ended up finding her somewhere in the woods or something. like tucked away or something. I hate to use that.
It was like a mile away from her house or something.
Yeah, but she went missing off of a school bus.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what the current. Hold on a second.
And you gotta remember which state they're in.
Yeah, but still. Yeah, so I don't know what the current protocol is for the schools and school buses and whatnot, but I know when I know when you go drop a kid off, you have to drop the kid off directly to the teacher in the mornings and whatnot if it's like a child. Like,
State
but
and city.
I only know about I only speak for like Boston and Chelsea and all those areas. That it's like you drop them off at the line and shit. You got to bring them to over into the school area.
Yeah, but a lot of places are doing drop-off lines.
Yeah, with the cars. So, but you're still directly bringing them from your car to the school.
Yeah.
I'm saying this girl was taken off of the school bus.
Yeah.
Hold on, let Brianna get her seat back. So with her being taken off of the school bus is a major issue for me because I feel like there's too much what if area, like space for old shits, where it's like because you're dealing with people's kids. Now, I'm a father now. I've been a father for 4 years. And I know kids be all types of crazy, be all over the place and whatnot. I was a crazy kid, and my daughter reflects that almost 100%. But I couldn't understand the parent not being at the other side of that bus stop. Like a kid gets on the bus at school, they know she was on that bus at school. So now you need to start looking at the bus driver. You need to start looking at the teacher. You need to start looking at the other parents that were picking up the kids, because I don't understand how a parent is not at the fucking bus stop waiting for their child to get off the bus. That it literally it boggles my mind. Like, because I couldn't imagine. Like, Kaylee probably won't fucking walk home until she's in college.
Ever, I'll quit my job before.
Fuck that! I'll pick her up and drive Uber, bitch. Nah.
No, because Uber be doing some weird
shit. Yeah, you saw that shit with the guy who held the people hostage while he go chase the guy that hit his car.
Yeah.
That shit was funny, bro.
Now hold on, but was it his car?
Yeah, it was.
That's gonna have to wait.
Fuck that! Let me
y'all
out.
Get the fuck out.
Dude, he hit another car while chasing them. The other guy.
Yo, listen, that's a victim of circumstances.
That shit don't hold up in court, dog.
I personally know someone that had a bad situation.
Pull your mic to
Can
you.
you
Pull it.
Go to your mic?
Literally pull it to you, dog.
Go to your mic.
Safe. Yeah. I personally know someone that had a bad situation with Uber.
Yeah, they sucked that dick.
I don't want to put too
you
much
don't gotta say
information out there, but
they freaked him.
Yeah.
How the fuck is it a guy who got freaked or a girl?
A girl.
Hmm.
And yeah, it was on news and everything, but yeah.
Oh, she alright?
Yeah, she good now.
You're never good.
Did they get her?
Huh?
Like he got her?
Oh, I thought you said that they get the girl that raped him. I'm like, what?
Hey man, if it happened, it happened.
He got her real good. That's the wrong choice of words.
Wait a minute.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he did.
That's worse than meat show, right?
Oh my god.
What?
That's worse than when I said meat show?
No.
Oh.
No, that's we should highlight that shit. Let's make that shit.
What'd you do?
You got the big head now.
No,
I have
when we do
my braids.
the
My dreads.
wad fuck ups.
The
wad fuck ups.
the wonderful fuck ups. But
What is it? That's what liquor's for?
That's what they call it.
yeah,
Wad fuck
yeah, when you said that, that's what liquor's for. Remember that shit?
Oh my god, yes, I do. Damn.
Yeah. So what do you think though about the little girl? She was like, I think she was what? 6 years old.
6. So she was missing for 2 days, and then they found her body.
Give me another
So, so they ended up finding her body.
Bud Light's in there.
Got it?
What else I got in there? I think that's it. Nah, those. What the fuck is what's a Cayman Jack anyways? I never had one of those. No, it's a
probably
margarita.
better.
I don't like
It's
the
probably
look
better
of it.
frozen.
But
Yeah.
What?
that's the only
that
thing.
ain't close? What's in the way? Something's stopping it.
Whoa. So this mom. Are y'all good?
Yeah. That ain't no y'all. This thing's struggling, not me.
So the mom says she checked all the houses in her neighborhood, and anybody that's actually answered is looking. Authorities said Friday that evidence found in a evidence was found in a dead South Carolina man's trash can links him to the child's death. The neighbor, they put his name, was found dead Thursday in his home not far from where the little girl's body was found.
Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't even know about this. I didn't know about this whole situation, actually.
It popped up. I just found it crazy and sad. Like, it's like...
But you have to think about it.
Somebody was able to get to this kid off the bus stop.
But he's probably watching day after day, day after day. She's up by herself. She's walking home. She's by herself.
Yeah, why the fuck is a 6-year-old walking home, though?
A lot of people do it. In Chelsea... Everybody does it.
Yeah, no, I get
you. Kids walk home all the time.
Yep.
Because their parents have to work 2-3 jobs to sustain their lives. Mm-hmm. Do I agree with it? Absolutely not. I feel like no matter what, your kid should come first. That's when you take your lunch break. You bring them. You put them home. They're safe. Don't answer the door for nobody. Do what you got to do as a parent. But they shouldn't be walking home by themselves.
You can't leave your kids at home no more by themselves.
Yeah, it's illegal, but people do it.
Yeah.
We have 9-year-olds picking up infants. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Dude, I was gonna say, in all honesty, growing up for us, it was like that happened. We both our parents worked. We had school, so we would go. Everybody would get home, and then we would have to, do our homework, things like that, and then just don't open the door.
But there was a bunch of you.
Yeah, but I'm saying even then though, like there were times where obviously 1 or 2 would be home first, and then the other ones would come after. But like honestly, like the like you said though, Chelsea is so small. You know what I mean? Like shit probably happens.
There.
Stay there, baby.
Sure.
She's fine. So I mean, I just find it fucking crazy. Like,
what do you need, baby? She wants you.
No.
Oh my god.
No, go lay down. Go watch your show. Or go play.
Mommy, you've had enough candy. There's pizza and stuff and
candy.
fries.
Go eat. Go.
And your juice. Go.
Oh.
Corey just went into the bathroom.
But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do as parents, but your kid's safety comes first. Jobs will come and go. You can find a job. Yes, it's hard, but now look, was that job worth your daughter's life? No. Mm-hmm. And I'm not mom guilting because you have to do what you have to do. But if you could have just took your fucking break, made sure you was home, and then went back. And jobs too. Jobs need to be understanding. Your kids come first. So you're gonna fire me over my kid? Fucking fire me because I'll collect unemployment. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely right.
We'll be struggling for a little while, but my kid will be alive, healthy, and well.
Yeah, absolutely right. And at the same time, people need to understand, like, it's not safe nowadays. We got a lot of people doing this sex trafficking stuff and all this other stuff, literally pulling their kids off the streets to make them dollar off of your kid, off of a kid that they don't even know.
Yeah. And
people are weird, yo. You never know. You gotta get up. You gotta go get your kid before somebody else does. That's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah, it's a fucked up situation. And this poor mom, of course, she's probably feeling.
Oh yeah, she's definitely blaming herself.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, and I don't know what her situation is. I don't know who the people around her, but the people around her too. If you can't go and help this mom pick up, your grandkid, your niece, your nephew, because you have better things to do, whatever, you fucked up too. And that baby girl's death is just as much as in your hands as it is on the person that took her life. Because you could have easily fucking took 10 minutes to make sure she was home.
But at the same time, you don't think that there were people or at least somebody like the bus driver to say, "Oh wait, that's not your child, so you can't grab this kid," or you know what I mean?
No, because a lot of bus drivers just drop and go. Because a lot of the kids,
what about other parents and
don't
stuff?
get picked up. People at the mind your business because, for example, right? If Kaylee is getting picked up off the bus every day by Derek, and then for one time we can't pick her up, I send you. Somebody's gonna question you because they never seen you. No, they're gonna be like, he must be family.
You have to have some type of identification.
No. When off the buses, they don't give a shit. They just drop you and go because a lot of times there is nobody there to pick you up. So I can't take 14 kids back to the school. So I'm going to drop you off, get home. Your mom said it was fine.
Good luck.
That's what it is. I mean, I think that there should always be, especially for kids. For me, I think kids under 12. That middle school included. Once you get to high school, you maybe we can talk about walking by yourself. But I think middle school and under, there should mandatory be somebody there to pick you up and take you home, and mandatory somebody to pick you up and take you off the bus.
Okay, so in that situation like we had a couple of weeks ago when that chick was caught in an Amber Alert situation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do we stop a situation like that?
First off, I didn't get the Amber Alert until like two hours later.
I feel like
She
it was
was by her. It was a long time.
Too long.
She was by herself walking home.
Mm-hmm.
How do we stop that?
The parents pick her up.
What I'm saying is, okay, so you said at a certain age,
Yeah.
they're able to walk home by themselves. She definitely wasn't that age.
No.
She might have been like 7, 6
Yeah.
years old. We're talking 12, 13.
Yeah. No, high school, so 13, 14.
Okay, so at that age, now let's say somebody does come up to you and they're still light. Kaylee's gotta be light at that age.
Yeah, but it's not about being light. It's about having.
So no, what I'm saying
You mean weight-wise or skin tone?
Yeah, being able to grab them and take them into that vehicle.
Yeah, but it's more about being like smarter.
Have you read this A Stolen Life?
No.
She was 13 years old and she was walking home.
Oh, good point.
Dude
Boy.
came out, grabbed her, and laid on top of her.
Yeah.
At 13 years old, they brought her to the place, and that's how she got kidnapped.
Yeah. She alive though?
Yeah, she wrote the book. How do we stop a situation like that? You're 13 years old.
You can't. But at 13, 14, you have more smarts to say, let me try this to get out. Let me do this to get out. Let me do this. As a kid, I'm scared. I'm shutting down. I don't know what the fuck is happening. I'm vulnerable. Like, and I'm not saying 13, 14-year-olds aren't vulnerable because they are. But now they have
a couple more tools.
More tools to be like, I can bite the shit out of this motherfucker and I can run a little bit. Or whatever it might be. Or let me pay attention to the street sign. Let me pay attention to how many lights we pass. Those things a toddler's not going to do. Yeah. A young kid's not going to do. They're going to be like, I don't know, I'm in a dark room. You know what I mean? Like,
Come
help
me.
They're just scared. It's just fear at that point. They don't have the survival instinct.
It's scary, man. And like
So
well, my answer to this was
don't have kids.
No, you start getting the kids into like jiu-jitsu classes young. So
they have.
You know what I mean?
I'm kind of sexist. It sounds, especially for girls.
Yeah.
They need to have some sort of a defense mechanism of some sort. Mm-hmm. Boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. More so like jiu-jitsu or judo because that teaches them to use the other person's weight.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was.
That's like, yeah, I mean, like that's the
kind of. Because you can choke somebody with their own arm.
That's the kind of stuff that you like. This little one's gonna be a beast at that shit. I guarantee it. So, like, so moral of the story is don't have kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their liabilities.
Yeah. So, on a more personal note, we were talking about this a little bit before, like on off air. Oh shit.
That's deep.
I'm sorry, guys. We're watching the fight, and Diego Sanchez is in the guy got a good deep guillotine, and his legs are locked around his. Oh, he gonna let him spend his arms? Ooh, got out. Okay. Anyways,
Oh wait, who'd you got for this fight, by the way?
I don't know. He's been out for too long for me, so I can't pick. It's just, he's like rusty as shit. Even if. All right, what we were talking about before, I had to like recenter. You got to realize like what a lot of like. So you're a person that do, like even when you got here, you still felt like you were obligated to do something.
Okay.
Whereas you're not with that person right now, so you have no obligations to anybody. In the sense that you're out having a good time hanging out.
Okay.
Right. So you should be able to enjoy your time, in general. Just like if you and somebody go out and you drove or you're the ride, they might be ready to go, but if you're the ride, they leave when you are ready.
Or they call an Uber.
You know what I mean? I get what you were saying, like before you're like that you feel like you don't want to be the one holding someone back.
Right, exactly.
I understand that. I get that.
That's what I thought when I saw it. I was like, oh, okay.
At the same time, Oh shit, he finished him.
It's not Diego Sanchez. We're good. It's not Diego Sanchez though. We're good.
What did he catch him with?
No idea. But
he's out. He's like, "Who you stopping for, bro? You're still down."
That dude is tall as shit. Yes, I don't want you like you.
You might have asked what he caught me with.
I still don't even know what he caught him with.
What the
You.
It's 21:30.
I feel like you keep allowing yourself to be asked out in a sense. Like you're setting yourself up to get fucked over. Mm-hmm. Whereas like, cause you're the kind of guy that'll go give rides. Like if someone just like, hey dude, I need a ride, can you hook me up? And I got it. And
you'll give the shirt off your back.
Won't
for sure.
Have your titties out in the cold.
You shouldn't ask for you shouldn't have to ask for gas. Like if you give someone a ride, they should be like, hey, let me give you a couple bucks or something like that, right? In general. Mm-hmm. Now, you recently had whatever situation you had, and in the situation, you kind of were backed into a corner or a wall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas if shit didn't fall how it needed to, you were now asked out.
Yeah, I was like, I know the one person I can hit up. Man.
But you know what I'm saying is that you need to surround yourself, or at least that knee might have been illegal. But his ass was still down. He wasn't on his knees.
That's not 3.
That's illegal. That is illegal.
That's 311. But is this in Nevada? Because there was 311 down.
I hate when they watch the fight.
I'm sorry. That just didn't look like a legal knee to me. Like, he didn't call it a DQ.
The point. You're having a whole conversation and now it stopped. And
dude, the knee was insane.
Pause,
Sorry, not sorry.
Oh, he's arguing into it. He's arguing it.
So that he's gonna dispute it. He's gonna dispute it.
In Nevada.
No, I don't think it's in Vegas.
This
is definitely not a Vegas fight. No,
Vegas
it's Albuquerque. It's Albuquerque. It's New
I
Mexico.
don't
New Mexico.
Anyways.
Sorry. What did I say? Last thing. What's the last thing I said?
Something about asked out.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Like in the situation where you've done so much for others.
Oh yeah.
You don't get anything.
Yeah.
And I know when you as just a good dude, as a good person, like people don't expect shit back, right? But at the same time, don't set yourself up to be fucked.
But it's also too is as you're doing other people favors. No matter how you look at it, you're doing other people favors.
Talking near your mic.
They can hear me.
No, but they hear the air.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I put the thing on it, I'm like, everybody need to talk directly into your mic. You hear me more direct, right?
Yeah.
This sounds better than if I'm talking here. Yeah. Now you hear me in space. You don't hear me at the mic. Everybody need to talk in their mic. Good.
Okay.
In your mic, not your titties ain't talking.
They talking. All right. Anyways, so
they talking.
See, you made me forget what I was gonna say.
Yo, you're still vibrating. You got
why y'all keep hitting the table? You did too.
I was like, oh.
No, he did.
I remember. So as you giving people rides, you don't look for anything in return. You helping other people. You don't. Ask
he
for
went through
anything
DQ.
in return.
Yeah.
But those other people should be like, you always give me rides. Here's some money, no matter what. Because if not, you'd be paying how much on an Uber to get to work back and forth?
That's my point.
You know what I mean?
It costs like $30 to get where you're trying to go.
So if I give you 10 each,
and that's what I say. I said just give me $10. That's all I asked for.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to ask though. That's part of it.
But yeah, what?
You need
tell?
to. Nope. You
can't make somebody do something with their money.
You need to start saying no. You can get yourself an Uber because the reality will hit. And then,
just like I hate hearing no, I hate saying no.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you're screwed in the long run. While other people out having a grand old time with the money that you asked out of. And I think it took a long time for us to even learn that. Like we help if we can, but if we really don't got it, we can't.
It's not even a matter if I really don't got it. If I don't feel like it, I'm not gonna do it.
But it's like but you have to pay attention to the people that you constantly.
Freeze?
Yeah.
It's just Facebook.
Just sure.
It just does that.
Okay.
Because you have to pay attention to the people that you constantly ask. If you are down, the people that you ask and they never have it or they never have you back or whatever. You have to pay attention to those little things because as many times as they're saying no, but they going out and doing everything else.
I'm saying this because I'm not trying to take shots or nothing. I see, from the outside, I see that you're starting to get to that point in your life where you need to surround yourself with people that are doing things and going places, and like by doing things I mean literally going out and like doing stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I see you're there. So by being there, you need to now set yourself up where you're not. Like you should be able to go out for your night and not have to worry about going to go take care of someone else's responsibility. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Right. And it's not shots at nobody. If you feel away, don't give a fuck. That's on you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Derek to Corey.
Yeah.
You need to not say no. Hey, can you this out in the third? Not right now. I'm doing this, or I'm out, or I'm whatever. I don't give a fuck even if you're at home sitting around and you just don't want to get up. I'm chilling. You should be able to say shit like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's one of those like that's a fault of yours. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's
good, but it's bad.
It's a weak point.
Yeah.
I can see it as a weak point.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's just, like,
No. Don't get me wrong. Like when you help somebody, that's always a plus.
Yeah.
I was saying, you do it to a fault, meaning you do it to it's a detriment.
Like, but my thing is, I don't know when I'm helping or when I'm being used.
That comes down to relationship now.
Yeah.
That comes down to how much is that person to you. That's when you feel it.
But to me, they're worth that ride.
What?
They're worth that ride.
It's still kind of.
I'll kill my fun for certain people.
Certain people. See, you have a select group that you would go do whatever for.
Right.
That's all you need to realize. That's literally all you need. But anybody outside that group?
But those people
later.
Those people are still the people that he's.
Well, most of them.
Yeah, but that's what in general. Those people, even though people in that circle,
but you
depending what you're doing, like right now, you are far out from somewhere. Yeah. It would not be fun or fair for you to have to leave your time, whatever you wanted and decided to do. Yeah. I don't give a fuck if you're not even having fun. You decided to go there. Right. You shouldn't have to go handle someone else's shit in general. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially like you bought your car. You pay for your insurance. You know what I mean? Like you.
It's the X.
Yeah.
That matters.
You do all that shit that. You know, whoever's catching rides or whoever's chilling with you or whatever, they're not realizing that there's still a lot of other money that needs to be put into that vehicle that nobody else helps with but you. Yeah. Tires need to be fixed. Your car needs to be fixed. You need oil. You need windshield. All that little shit adds up. Nobody else is helping you with it. I give you $10 for gas for the week. That ain't shit. Yeah. That ain't shit. Catch that $40 Uber.
Plus. Fuck, there ain't no $50 parts no
more. No, there's not.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you should have something set up where it's like, yeah, if you want to help somebody, you can go help them. Yeah. At the same time, you need to have stuff where it doesn't matter having a profit, but you should be able to have enough where if you want to help people, you can. If you want to go out, you can. If you need to fix something, you got the funds to do that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Right. And that goes for you too. Is that with anything that you're doing, y'all motherfuckers work for your shit, right? So you should be the ones. You guys should be the ones that are relishing and having it. You know what I mean? So you guys should be the ones that are enjoying that money. Don't get me wrong. I know there's things like bills and shit that you got to take care of. But at the same time, you got to realize when, like you said, people are taking advantage or using you. Mm-hmm. You have to be able to really pull it. Like, hey, and I'm using this analogy because like I always remember making fun of people. It's like when I go out, I always say, eat what you want, drink what you want. We're here to have a good time. We don't gotta itemize. Mm-hmm. You divvy it up so no one's pockets are hurt, right? Now the second I see a motherfucker ask to see the bill and say I had this, that, and the third, from now on I will always hold you to that.
Yeah, I might not even.
So because most of the times that this shit happens, I only have a beer or a couple shots and maybe. You know, we order like a starter or something.
Chicken fingers, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So if you really want to play that game, motherfucker, you gonna feel it more than I do. Yeah, guarantee it. You know, so that's what I'm saying. Is like y'all gotta realize, like, yeah, y'all work however many hours y'all work in your week, so y'all should be the ones that are benefiting from the money that you went and worked for, in general.
Yeah, you should be able to, go out and buy clothes.
My voice is shit right now.
You know,
I need some more beer.
Drink, yeah, maybe a shot.
And it's hard.
Coat the throat.
Yeah, pause.
Nah, fuck that. Bring all that shit.
Got it. 3. Oh. Damn, Yo, did you guys see?
What were you gonna say, Brianna?
No, I was gonna say it's hard to tell people that you care about no.
Why?
It's hard what?
Why?
What was the question?
It's hard to tell people that you care about no.
Yeah.
So if I come up to
ask me. No, ask me. Go ahead.
If I come up to you and I'm like, Derek, I need $500 to pay my rent.
For what? Bitch, if you need to pay rent, I need to pay
But
rent.
I'm saying.
How are we gonna figure this out?
I'm just
Hey, Corey,
saying.
you got my. No,
But that's the situations that I feel like come up.
I'm gonna sit Kaylee down and be like, shit, I don't know how we gonna get this done.
Somebody gotta go.
But it's like you have to. It's hard to be like, nah, I ain't got.
Yeah, that nigga's laugh was elongated like
Yeah.
a motherfucker.
Because he thinks he's funny.
Sometimes.
No, he like as his voice faded, he sat back.
Got a lot of he goes back.
Sorry, go ahead, man. Let me get you off. Get off your phone.
I was just looking at houses.
Huh? At what?
Houses?
Bitch, come on.
Hey. Watch that. But yeah, so like it's hard to be like if especially. I mean, it's different for us.
Yo, she keeps saying especially wrong, right?
Yeah.
No,
S especially.
You're saying X specially.
I'm saying especially.
Alright, we're gonna pull it.
Now you did.
Nah.
Now you did. Good. Go ahead. Yeah, you're not saying what you thought you
Man,
were.
ask a question.
I'm gonna do what I want, especially.
Go ahead. So you've been saying the whole time. Go ahead.
Oh well.
Go
I
ahead.
said 3% the
Nah,
whole
keep
time. I'm
asking.
like, whose phone is dying?
Go ahead. What?
Say.
Yo, see y'all fucked her up though. Stop talking.
You. Especially.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. One of y'all do it.
She's super tatted.
No, you're talking about the money. If we didn't have the 500.
Yeah, so like it's hard to be like if
See, this bitch knew where she was at.
if I need to pay a bill or we ain't gonna have lights.
Yeah, lights. Who need lights?
We need lights.
Oh, true.
The stove works with the lights.
You right.
The microwave.
Shit, some of my best work came from the darkness.
No, it didn't.
You know, you're right. I like the lights on.
That was a good tackle.
Go ahead.
No, but I mean, it's hard to say no if you live in there. You know, it's hard to be like, no, I don't got it, even if you do. But you can't be draining your bank account for other people.
Yeah. Recently, someone I know had a similar situation where they wanted to help somebody else that was close to them, and it was like, you know, I think a lot of the stuff that I went through with my personal shit, I don't want to say helps or hurts, but it definitely played a part in me or my reaction or response to the question I was asked. Hey, do you want to? Was the first thing I said. It's not even can you, it's do you want to?
Exactly.
First and foremost, how do you feel about it? You feel like their reason is worth the action. If not, you don't even start at go. You know? Yeah, but that's just something I felt like I wanted to say to you. You know, even if it was on or off air, it was one of those things I was gonna throw out regardless.
By the way, he asked if I wanted to do it on my air, and I was like, I don't care. So
fuck it, it's more content.
That's what I was more on.
You punk bitches.
You punk
Let's get a little personal here.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like it might be a decent time. Oh, actually, hold the fuck up. Anybody following the presidential election for the Democrats?
I'm mad that Cory Booker dropped out.
He had to.
I'm mad.
He didn't get enough traction. He didn't have enough money.
But that's one of those. Kill those stronger people.
Same thing with Kamala Harris. No.
Yeah, they're gonna do it.
First off,
it's all fucking white people.
No, it don't even matter because we failed. We failed Bernie Sanders the first go around.
Feel the burn.
We failed him. We failed him because everybody was so worried that he was too old 4 years ago, and now y'all motherfuckers want to vote him in 4 years later.
Yeah, 4 years younger.
What the fuck? Right. Y'all idiots, man. Y'all fucking stupid. If you felt the policies and stuff that he was saying resonated with you, give him your vote. Put your voice out there. Now, the reason I brought this up is because the whole Bloomberg thing.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Why the fuck is he getting or pulling second most votes from black people?
First off,
when he was the proprietary person that pushed the war on drugs in New York, the proprietary force that pushed the stop and frisk in New York, one of the big factors that took place against the exonerated 5. Things like that. His history, his track record shows that he is not for people that look like us.
And he also one of the ones that was doing the whole push the super predator thing.
No, that was Hillary by herself, bro. I don't know anybody else that said anything about super predator.
That was a whole a whole bunch of politics.
Sorry. He said some shit where it was like that he felt the stop and frisk thing needed to take place in New York because that a lot of the people that would be affected by stop and frisk needed to be, and they look like you and I. He said the people that needed to be stop and frisked are from 18 to 20 or 31 or 32, a minority male. Mm-hmm. He actually said black, but he also said when it, like I was like 2015 or some shit like that he said, do I feel like I made a mistake? No, kind of, not really. I feel stop and frisk shows a demographic and it is like it's minorities or black males. He said I actually feel we stopped the whites too much, or we didn't stop the blacks enough. Like you literally fucking said it, and you fucking idiots still want to vote for the motherfucker.
He didn't double down on his wrongdoings.
Well, yeah, like listen, if you have a policy or something you believe in, fine, cool, but also you got to reap what you fucking sow.
We didn't even do it enough.
No, this is another showing of giving the pass, because he already showed us who he is. He already showed us what he feels and what he thinks about us. We already know this shit is a worldwide systemic issue. This isn't just in America. You go take your ass to Europe, you're dealing with the same bullshit. Don't believe the whole bullshit and stories that the motherfuckers from Europe say. Of course they want to let you think their land is so much better and different than where they are now. Why the fuck are you here then? Why are we having this conversation? If Europe is so good against to our people or whatever, or people that look like us, why the fuck you come to America? Look, I'm not saying don't come to America. Like I'm all for if you feel like that's a better chance, come do it. Yeah. I'm saying don't come here and preach up your shit like it's better than, but you ended up here anyways.
Right.
You know what I mean? It can't be all that fucking better if you came here.
If you came here.
Yeah. Now, they're not racist because I have friends that are foreign.
There you go.
Many. Damien's one of them.
You can't say that.
I can say that. He's Jamaican and gay.
You can't say that.
My neighbor has a dog that's black.
You know what I was wondering the other day?
He got a black dog.
So I understand.
It's a Rottweiler.
I understand why it started.
It's a Puerto Rican dog. It's a pit bull.
Like LGBTQ. I understand why it started.
Can you say it right, please?
You forgot the Q.
LGBTQ plus.
Yeah, thank you.
You forgot the D.
Yes.
I was gonna go with the Dave Chappelle thing, but okay.
Yeah, the alphabet people.
Yeah.
I've been running that shit for a little bit. It just makes sense. It works. It's 10, like at least 10%.
Anyway,
No,
I feel like at this point, like
just give them the alphabet.
no, sure, the W's don't like them.
Oh yeah.
I thought you said
Sure, the W's don't like them. But I think
Whore is not a sexual.
I think
sexual preference.
I think at this point in time, it's okay with straight.
What?
Any of the LGBTQ. We might have our issues with the T's trying to
No, I'm good.
be everywhere.
Yeah.
Sorry guys.
I tricked him. I got him. I got his ass.
But I don't feel like there's no hate from S anymore.
Yeah.
So why is
Yeah, she hit her with the skippity peps.
LGBTQS.
What's S? Sluts?
Straight. Why we can't be part of it?
No, because it's supposed to.
But the gays is my people.
That's like
hold on.
That's like all lives matter.
Oh, you fuck with him?
I fuck with them the long way though.
Corey.
But all lives do matter.
Long and hard?
Yo.
But
Nope.
All lives matter ain't
if
no
all
fire.
lives matter, my counterpart is then tell me that black lives matter. Because you're telling me to my argument that black lives matter, that all lives matter. But why are you saying that these black lives do? If all lives matter, why are you telling me these black lives do? Oh, because blue lives matter more?
I'm gonna have to interject.
Sorry.
The point that I was making earlier today or tonight, when I said we have to stop giving the pass. That's giving the pass.
Where's
because
the pass?
the pass there. The only reason we're saying Black Lives Matter, and this is the original reason for it, not this whatever the new wave of it is. The original stance for Black Lives Matter was, hey, we are here.
Right.
That's the same thing with LGBTQ. Hey, we're here. We matter. We count. When you say all lives matter, you diminish us saying, yo, we are also people that do not deserve to die at the guns of a cop.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
When I say the straight. Because one thing is... Cause
No. So, see, I get that, but I know it's like part of me because I identify as a straight, cis heterosexual, black male, whatever you want to call it.
But I'm sorry.
No, I'm only doing that to joke around.
No, but the
LGBT, alphabetical.
Yep, LGBTQ plus
Them folk.
community. You guys identify however you identify. Yes.
Don't put me in your box that you want to put me in.
Don't tell me that I'm cis something. No, I'm straight. I'm a straight female.
Do you know what cis means?
Yes, it means you like the same sex.
No,
that's straight.
That's straight. That's gay. That's first off, liking the same sex is homosexual.
I mean the opposite.
No. So cis. So cis is actually C. Is it CIS?
CIS.
I thought it was
CIS.
No, cis is like cis. Yeah, cis. So cis. Don't look at me. Look at me. I know what it is.
Look
I'm not. I already know. So cis is that you identify with the gender assigned at birth by the doctor.
But I think it also has to do with masculinity.
No. It's what you were assigned as.
I think it was like
at birth.
Let's say gross. Let's say like gross man.
Yeah. So it's you match the sex.
You identify as it. Not
So when I say I'm a cis female, that's I was born female. I am female.
Yes. But time out. Here's the thing.
I'm female.
Time out. LGBTQ's whole argument is accept us for who we are and do not box us in. You just labeled me and boxed me into cis.
They do that, yes.
I'm just,
did, yes.
Time out. Why?
It's their adjective. That's not ours.
Exactly. Don't say ours. Theirs
Theirs
and ours.
They won't give me the yes.
But wait, they want to be called they anyway.
Not all.
Not all.
Not all.
To them.
I feel like the ones that want to be called they are the ones that are more so of
anxiety. One of them.
Oh my God, you just called me gay, or oh my God, you just said this about whoever. The ones that are.
But you are gay.
But
that's not the point.
Exactly. That's the ones that get offended by it.
People are so hold on. People are so fucking offended by everything.
Oh, we know this.
But there was super random. I'm in a mom's group.
You were in a hate group?
No, I was gonna say where we live.
Go ahead. No, stop talking.
Exactly. So I'm in a mom's group on Facebook.
Carry on.
And this mom takes a picture of this Valentine. Oh my God, whose kid gave this to my kid? It has a freaking gun on it. This is ridiculous. The teacher should have said something.
Was it Fortnite?
Yada. No! So I always mind my business.
This motherfucker that shoot.
I always mind my motherfucking business, but I couldn't. I said, listen, y'all are way too fucking sensitive. It's Star Wars.
Oh my God!
Don't come at me with that. Do they even have guns? Aren't they like lasers? Guns?
Yeah.
I was like, y'all are too sensitive. It's a fucking
so
kid.
stupid.
The kid likes Star Wars. The mom bought a box of Star Wars Valentines.
Yeah.
Oh! I bet the families of the Sandy Hook wouldn't be saying that. Y'all didn't have to go there.
How about thank you for giving my kid a fucking Valentine? How about that?
You know, a lot of schools aren't even celebrating Valentine's.
Good.
Some schools are calling it Friendship Day.
Good.
I like that.
I like that much better. Because Valentine's Day is fucking stupid.
Yes.
And it's a girl holiday.
Shut up, bitch! You want me to buy you all that shit?
I just wanted macaroni.
Come in. You full of shit. I didn't mean. Fuck it, I don't care.
He meant that. It's fine.
Not like
He was like, bitch. You know?
Nah, I didn't use it like that either.
You said it?
I didn't use it like bitch either. Anyways, I'm just tired of the whole.
Oh shit.
We have to subjugate ourselves to the narrative of Valentine's Day because we're in relationships, because we have a significant other, because we're trying to get some coochie or dick, whatever it might be.
What? Pedestrian.
Go ahead.
I'll put her down.
Put her down.
Yeah.
Let's see, do the dogs.
Can you touch that?
I just did.
Really?
She asked me to touch it. I touched it. Yeah, but let's like Valentine's as a whole. From what I remember, what it started as was the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
No, it's not related.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure.
The St. Valentine's. I thought was the massacre.
Nah, bro, I think
Now,
they did it on Valentine's
Hallmark took that shit and made it a holiday with all types of chocolates and flowers and bullshit. And we subjugate ourselves to it every year. I feel like if you care or love somebody, you should show that shit all year round. I feel if somebody, like for me, like I'm starting to realize more so, like more and more every year, and it's not a shot at her. I say this to her all the time when we have this conversation. I don't believe in true love. I don't believe in love at first sight. I believe that there are energies in this world that you will recognize.
What the fuck? The first Valentine's Day was in the year 496. There ain't no teens in
They're
there.
bullshit.
What
bro.
the fuck? There ain't no teens.
Having a particular Valentine's Day is a very old tradition throughout the originated from the Roman festival. The Romans had a festival called Lupercia. In the middle of February, officially the start of their springtime.
Okay, right.
So where the fuck did the Hallmark shit come in?
Hold on. So the St. Valentine's Day was February 14th, 1929.
Yeah, Chicago's north side.
1,500 years.
That was gang. That was gang violence.
Hey, at least somebody remember that.
What was you asking? Hallmark Valentine's?
When did Hallmark take over Valentine's Day?
After that 50% discount on their cars.
Nigga, what are you looking up?
1849.
50% discount on their
Hallmark
cars.
first Valentine's Day was in 1913. And started began producing them in 1916.
Oh shit! What else happened in 1916?
Prohibition. I'm just kidding.
Go ahead, Google it.
Oh no, tell me what happened in 1916.
Aha. Sounded like World War, huh?
No, I think I'm like mixed up. I think I'm dyslexic.
Germany begins attacking.
Nah. Forget what I said. I'm an idiot. I'm
sorry.
sorry. Bro history, dog. It don't count. It don't count. It was bro history. I meant 1619.
Homeboy said that was a move.
Huh? No. It's even better. Go look. What you
1619?
Yep. That's not it. Look up.
You want some shit though?
Look up in Black history.
The first African slaves was brought to North America. That's what it was saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. But that wasn't. That's a whole 300 years difference and shit. Yeah, no, it's tough, man. I feel like. I don't know. I feel like Valentine's with Valentine's Day had just passing and whatnot. Like I get, like people want to feel like appreciated and loved and whatnot, but if you're not doing that on the day-to-day basis, why do you even bother doing it for one specific day? Like,
you know, it's funny. I actually had that conversation with somebody at work.
How'd that happen? Did you fuck them?
No, they were buying a card for this person. Literally just a card, 53 cents, and I was like, "This person nice to you?"
That's it.
She was like, "They weren't nice to me since January 1st." I said, "So you spent this whole time hating this person
until today?"
Until today.
Fuck them! They don't even care. They don't deserve me. They don't even deserve. Oh my god, Valentine's Day.
No wonder why you're getting them a 50.
Oh my god, Valentine's Day! I'm gonna get him a card. It's not chocolate.
I'll be back. I got a piss.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's one of those holidays for women, and then in the end, when we end up breaking up, we ain't shit.
Yeah. What about all the fucking chocolates I gave you?
Yeah. Well, why is that always forgotten?
And our kids.
I don't know. I wasn't shit, but you let me in you. Like it doesn't. I just don't get it. This podcast has been all over the place. Like it's fucking ridiculous, but that's how it goes, bro. We talking. Sports, baby.
All right. Want to do a little bit of trade rumors? Like NFL trade rumors. Like,
What's a trade rumor?
I mean, like, do you think?
Oh, they said Brady to San Fran for Garoppolo. I think he stays. I say that because I want him to stay.
Me too, but I think he was retired personally.
He's been here his whole fucking career.
I mean, what? I think he trolled us by moving to Connecticut.
But what? You really think we gonna think you're going to New York?
No, I mean, yeah, I mean.
Who's that dumb? Who's that dumb?
I mean, yeah, they're gonna pull a Durant. You're gonna beat to the team that beat you twice? Nah, man. I don't see that happening. I mean, started in Tom Trust, and he told us that his next ring was his favorite. You think he's gonna get his next ring on another team? Come on. And the Hulu commercial told us he wasn't going nowhere.
One second.
You good?
Yeah, yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere. They offered, from what I heard, it's one year, $30 million. You know, you hit him with 2 years, add another $5-6 million on there, and you make the second year option. You go out and you go get Teddy Bridgewater. That's your next guy. Or you go trade for Garoppolo, but you have to move Brady. Personally, I don't want to see Brady play for no one else, so don't do that. I don't think that your next guy is in the draft. Another one would be Cam Newton, who is about to probably get released or become a free agent because I don't think they're going to resign him. They're going to stay with that. I think it's Allen is his last name. Now, Cam Newton would be a good pickup because he's a mobile quarterback. We've seen him able to go 16-0. Or was it like 14-2 or some shit? Yeah, I think it might have been 16-0, but they lost the Super Bowl that year. Or whatever. But I feel like that's a very, very good option. I feel like Cam Newton would be a great option to pick up, especially if you can get him for a reasonable amount, and then he'll know what he's coming into because the Patriots are, always the team that's in the conversation. So, then he would probably play behind Brady for the 1 year, but 1 year, $30 million. I mean, that's quite a bit to throw, but we haven't paid that guy since he's been with us. So.
Do you think if Tom leaves, Belichick is done?
Nope.
Me either.
I think Belichick. If Tom leaves, I think Belichick goes somewhere else. I don't think he retires.
Does this whole do your job, Belichick?
I think Belichick either goes to
the
the New York team or he goes to the Browns.
Like the mentality, I guess, of the team. Do your job. Does that go anywhere? I think
from the Patriots. No, I think everybody embodies that. Like Josh McDaniels and stuff will still be here and they'll still carry that on.
All the veterans keep that mentality.
But the coaching staff too also learn under him. Belichick. Two of Belichick's kids are coaches.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, or assistant coaches, but
you think where he goes, they go?
No.
I think they're gonna try to carry the Patriots.
I know they'll carry the Belichick the Belichick name elsewhere. Like they'd want to get it. They would want to become head coaches of their own and shit later.
Did you see that record that everybody that played for Belichick and everybody he's played against is tied? So it's 14-14 wins and losses.
Like coaching.
Like yes, everybody.
So guys that played for him or under him, him coaching against them is 14-14.
Yeah. As coach.
Yeah, but that just shows that they don't change their schemes.
Right.
That's all that shows to me.
But no. But did that show that they got better than him?
No.
It
shows they know the system.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all it shows. They know the system and you didn't do enough to change that bitch.
Yeah.
Now, what did you just say that made me think of something?
That record or before that?
Oh, record, yeah.
Yeah, 14.
You know who just got nominated to become a Hall of Famer?
Who?
It's NFL.
NFL?
Yeah.
Michael Strahan.
No, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, Michael Vick.
Did he?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
The dog shit too. That's why everybody's like, he shouldn't be in it.
Fuck that. Suck my dick. The dude balled up. Or balled out. He never won one.
Nope.
Still.
Troy Polamalu. I don't know.
That motherfucker deserves that shit.
That
motherfucker worked.
Who we got?
No, I just want you guys tell me who else you guys know that's in the draft class or in the Hall of Fame class.
Is he recently retired?
Yeah, like super recent actually, like this year.
The fucking dude that was for the Tony Romo.
He retired like 3 years.
Don't tell me it's Gronk already. Oh, okay.
It's a quarterback, right?
Yep.
I feel like I know who it is. And he retired last year, and I sent it to you guys in the group chat. Like he fucking retired
this year, I think it was.
Yeah.
Folk.
No, Marcus. He played for the NFC, right?
Mhm.
Ah man, I can't. Not Seattle. Not. Oh fuck. Not the Chargers.
I'm enjoying you guys struggling.
Hold on a second. I got this fucking answer, bro.
Carson Wentz?
Brees.
No.
Carson Wentz?
Not Carson Wentz.
Brees didn't retire.
Who's the motherfucker that?
The redhead dude.
Nah, bro, it ain't the redhead dude.
No.
I know who this motherfucker is.
You talking about Dalton? No.
Yeah, Dalton. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's still there.
I know who it is. Give me 1 second.
You know, but you gave me 5 guesses already.
Nah, bro.
I should make y'all take shots every time you're wrong.
Oh,
I'm down.
For real?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, but I was gonna say whoever doesn't get it, but okay.
Go ahead. All right. So who's ready to guess another one?
Who drew up the last name?
I did.
Okay, so I'll go. He played for one of the Dolphins.
No, bro.
You're gonna guess a team, a player, or are you gonna guess teams? I'm not answering questions.
Oh, okay. Jeez. He just had a really bad shoulder injury.
You want to just take that shot?
You going, Brett?
Yeah, I just took mad time, so you're going.
Y'all motherfuckers about to be throwing up. It's gonna be great. Don't waste my liquor.
Yo, it ain't gonna be a waste. Somebody's drinking. Get it ready.
You know what? I don't want to waste your liquor, so you might want to just tell us.
No, we got to do at least 3 rounds. You already know.
I was trying to see if it was gonna go.
You already know it's a quarterback in the NFC. In the NFC.
Hog tie. I don't know how to hog tie.
You want to just take that shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is it, bro?
I said 3 rounds. Y'all still got 2 more. Let's go. You better start thinking. Quarterbacks that recently retired from the NFC.
Damn, what's this motherfucker?
No.
No, we're like back to fights on. That's all. Back to fights. That's all.
It's my turn. Hold on, wait.
I felt like I sent this to you, Derek, and I can't believe he's retiring.
He's young. He's really young.
He's retired young. Yeah.
Yeah. We know who it is. Like, we just don't remember the name.
Nah, nigga, I don't know if you know.
Court, I'm the one that sent you the link on Instagram.
You might have.
On Instagram.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take this shot.
And now you turn it.
Fuck that. I ain't getting it.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's too much time.
Struggle buses?
Yeah.
Did you already take yours? Oh, nah.
We're gonna be pissed when he tells us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Because this guy's been a thorn in our side for like two times.
The only 2 times that we actually had a thorn. No.
2 times.
Ain't no fucking Eli Manning.
It's fucking Eli Manning. Eli Manning is getting inducted into the Hall of Fame with a 500 record.
There's somebody younger than him.
You have the same amount of career wins as career losses, and you were getting inducted in the Hall of Fame because of 2 Super Bowls. And it's because the 2 Super Bowls were against the Patriots. Guarantee you that's why.
Bro.
No other fucking player would be
The day
inducted.
Tom Brady retires, the night he goes to sleep, that nigga better get him inducted.
Damn, stop hitting the table. You're making the mics
Nervous?
The what? The mics. Oh, I'm like,
Vibrate,
that's a mice. The fuck?
Nice.
Ain't no mics in here, bitch. Who are you?
How'd you make that go like that? So I could...
That shows right there.
I see.
I don't know if you guys care, but I've been keeping up with a lot of.
Not good.
I'm not just watching college basketball anymore. I'm also keeping up with the betting aspect of it too.
Fuck you.
There were 10 games this morning before the afternoon.
Yep.
If you won all 10 games, like got your bets right, there was a possibility of you winning $1,500 today.
That's not bad.
Yeah. And it's not choosing who wins the game. It's also by choosing if it's a 6 or plus differential higher or under. So it's it's a pretty much a chess match because you're also choosing on if this team is winning by this much or losing by this much. You know, so it's pretty cool. Kansas won today by 17, and that was a $300 game alone against Oklahoma.
Yeah, my a dude I work with just won $1,000 on betting picking the right horse. So he was like, "This motherfucker," and it won. And they were like, "You put in $2 and you won $1,000." I was like, "The fuck?"
That's
Dust Stormwind runs.
Yeah.
That's the horse's
I
name.
pick runs with horses.
You're gonna bet for the horse that runs with horses?
I'm
I
picking.
don't know who he is, but no.
The horse's name runs with horses?
Oh shit!
Oh.
Oh, she finished her? Nah, probably decision. Let's get into the UFC.
Alright, hold on one second. Because we was on.
Yeah. Go ahead, motherfucker.
Because that's gonna take a long time. Basketball predictions. NBA.
Okay, let's go.
Who's up in finals?
Finals or
Let's
should we
talk
go?
about the All-Star game first. Let's talk about All-Star game.
I don't really give a fuck to talk about All-Star game. I'm
Dunk
gonna be
contest.
drinking, guys. We're gonna be drinking at Coogan's in Boston. Anybody around the area want to come out? Come out. We're gonna be drinking.
Hold on, dunk contest.
Come drink. Pour up with your homie.
Who do you have for
We're
the
drinking.
dunk contest?
I don't even know who the fuck is participating.
All I know is I want Team LeBron to win. 'Cause
Derrick
he's
Jones
the team.
Jr. is in
Dennis
Derrick
Smith?
Derrick Jones.
Jr.
Derrick Jones Jr. from the Miami Heat.
No,
The one that-
I just want Dennis Jones.
I don't know if Dennis Smith is in it.
Dennis Smith.
Aaron Gordon is in it.
Oh, Aaron Gordon needs to win because he got robbed last time.
Pat Connaughton.
I don't fucking know this.
The
You could tell me who, but I don't know who
the
this.
basic face. No.
I'm
offense
telling
to-
you this right now, bro. I literally think
No offense to anybody that's white or a dude, but the basic face white dude named Pat Connaughton.
Listen. Fuck all that shit. Aaron Gordon was robbed. Zach LaVine did not do anything that we've never seen. Zach LaVine didn't do anything that was out of the norm. I don't even know who won last year's.
Except for that.
Because I didn't watch the shit because of the
last year.
Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, same thing.
I think Dennis Smith Jr. won though.
Now I want to just watch the game.
It's a popularity
The game
contest
plan.
now. It's literally not like it's not even a matter of what you're putting up or what kind of dunks they are, the difficulty, the creativity. Like Zach LaVine had like 4 regular ass far jumping dunks.
I understand that it's an NBA dunk contest, but there's people who aren't in the NBA that are doing some way crazier dunks than you're seeing, man.
Oh yeah.
Crazy ass dunks.
The only real notable dunk that Zach LaVine had was that space gym or whatever dunk, and that was from the free throw line jump windmill, or was it a 360? Whatever one that one was pretty damn good. But I feel like everything Aaron Gordon did was a lot better than that. Today I was actually watching the '98 dunk contest between Jordan and I want to say Dominic Wilkins.
Is that the one when he did the free throw dunk?
And it was like both of them got like 350s back to back, and then it was down to the 45 that gave Michael Jordan the win.
Okay.
That dunk contest right there was probably one of the best ones. But at the same time, from that dunk contest, if you think about it, they all kind of.
You gotta relax, because Vince Carter killed
It becomes the show rather than
Vince Carter killed his.
But what about Nate Robinson?
You think Nate Robinson's dunk was better than any of the dunk that Michael Jordan did during that one dunk?
No, he's saying that specific one. Did Nate win that one?
Nate won,
Yeah, he won.
But I think he deserved that one.
But no, it's gimmicks, bro. It's 100. I can't. You're probably right because I can't say who else was in that
He
one.
jumped over somebody that was 7'2".
He didn't clear him.
He didn't clear him.
He
did. He
it's
put it
yeah.
on. Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying.
But that's what gave
one
him
of
it
Vince
to him.
Carter's most dangerous dunks, the Olympic dunk.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Stop slamming.
Stop slamming, bro. He said that dude's head and then dunked on that nigga.
Yeah. Well, the one we put his hand in the fucking rim, that was crazy.
God.
He sounded like he was mad at that rim.
He said he was.
But
Jesus.
I just wanted to let y'all know Sean Kemp was one of my favorite dunkers. I know that was way before my time, but
I get it.
jeez.
I get it. UFC?
No.
Oh yeah, no, wait.
So predictions for the season. Milwaukee's gonna continue on the run that they're doing until they get into there. They're gonna have like a rough stint because they have a couple like rough games coming up or tougher games, and they'll probably falter a little bit. I still think they'll probably finish number 1. I think it'll be Milwaukee, Toronto, Boston. I think if we go into the playoffs like that, Milwaukee's the one that makes it to the finals. I think Boston loses it once they meet Toronto. I'm sorry, Milwaukee or Miami. I believe Miami's number 5, 4 or 5. 4. I think Miami has.
I can't sleep on Eric Spoelstra. That dude.
I think Miami has the tools to beat Boston because Boston's not playing ball like they need to. Boston needs to run their offense through Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is your guy.
What was the guy they had the other day when he was
the Clippers.
Oh my
Jason,
God.
but I said this shit when they drafted that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a Celtics fan. But Jason Tatum is a real fucking. He's a baller. He's the truth. Huh?
Brown as your 2. Jaylen Brown as a 2.
No.
Marcus Smart.
No.
Put the ball in Smart's hand.
No, Marcus Smart whack as shit.
Yeah, I think he's a.
Your number one guy is Jason Tatum. Your number 2 is Kemba Walker.
Okay, yeah.
You guys need to go and get a big guy. And I thought if you guys were able to get Clint Capella, y'all go to the finals.
He's in Atlanta, right?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Who's that?
If y'all were able to get Clint Capella, that was your trip to the finals. I think you're too undersized in the middle, and team will extort that. I only say Milwaukee, but I feel like Milwaukee, if they meet Toronto or Miami, it's gonna go 7. They could possibly lose, but I feel like Giannis is gonna be out there and ball apart. That's the thing. You don't need to stop him. You let Giannis go off for 45. Everybody else is gonna be the one that fall. Chris Middleton is your guy that might be the one to be like, oh shit, this dude just had 230.
We thought the same thing about James Harden.
Chris
Harden score.
No. Westbrook,
bro.
Westbrook's out there now, bro.
Gordon.
Oh yeah. And don't get Rivers hot. If Rivers gets going,
he's not there no more.
He's not there.
Yeah, you're right.
They're playing completely small ball, and they have
Brianna.
Aaron Gordon as their center or something like that.
Aaron Gordon
It must be.
And Aaron Gordon's over there?
Creeps me
Yeah.
out. That's a man.
Aaron Gordon, he's with the Magic still.
No.
Not Aaron Gordon. Who's the other Gordon? Eric Gordon.
Yeah. I'm like Aaron Gordon. The Magic ain't letting that motherfucker
they
go.
let him go. If they let him go, they'll be stupid. Jeez.
Is this what you guys are talking about?
The dunk contest.
The dunk contest.
Who was that?
Oh, that's right now. That's right now. That's now.
What did he do? I gotta see what he threw down.
That was I saw that shit. That shit was nice.
Hold on, fuck.
That
I've seen better, bro.
Hold on. Yeah, don't run hypes, bro.
I've seen better.
Let's see this shit. That's
good. Between the legs.
Oh, he did?
Bro, I've seen people go under like a wheelchair.
Like
Like
180 between the legs.
Wait.
Oh my
Hold on, I gotta see that. Hold on, let's watch.
That's Pat Connaughton.
I want to say that.
That's
Yeah.
like shit.
Dwight Howard. He got 49.
He's in
The
it.
Superman dunk again.
Nothing.
That was it's a regular ass dunk. Oh wait, where'd that come from?
He's back in China.
Oh,
He's back in China.
that's okay.
Behind his
No,
head.
where'd
I'd see
where'd the
that
ball
out.
come from?
Where the ball come from?
See, this motherfucker's
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
ridiculous,
that-
bro.
He
was
cleared
good.
him though.
Aaron
that was-
Gordon,
that
dog.
was-
That's the guy.
Shaman.
Because you could do that.
Look.
Pat
Here's
Connaughton.
him.
I think Marcus likes him because he keeps saying his name.
He does basic dunks. I don't know why
Oh,
he's in
he
here.
got Chance the Rapper out there.
Wait, he cleared him.
Clear up.
Yeah, but
he's
I don't
only
know how
5'6".
tall- I don't know how tall Chance is.
Thanks, Marcus.
Who's this? Who's that?
Derrick Jones Jr.
Relax, nigga.
Miami Heat.
Yeah, you too.
I got him winning.
No.
I hope Aaron Gordon.
Let me see the dunk, though.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just introducing him?
It's one of those flashy things. Cause they want
Alright. Let me see.
See that?
That's fucking regular, dog.
No,
That's a good one. You gonna tell me that was better than fucking Aaron Gordon's? The one that you was like, nah.
No, all I'm saying is, like, what about those dunks where people are going like high up here, under both of the legs, sitting down?
Dog, Aaron Gordon did that shit and
Aaron
lost.
Gordon did.
And lost.
That's my point. Thank you, Derek. That was crazier than that. That Aaron Gordon dunk was crazier than that. Aaron Gordon
We
dunk.
already agreed on that.
We'll get
Buddy,
there.
did he win? Damn, Gunna.
Did he miss one?
Yeah.
Corey, you just jinxed
I
him.
asked.
But he hit that money ball.
Damn,
He
I had
won.
Devontae
He won.
Graham winning. Shit.
He won, right?
I would assume.
27. I think the other
Yeah,
day.
he won. I had Devontae Graham winning the 3-point contest. I probably was wrong. Devin Booker was in it, I believe. I
Yeah.
could be-
And that That was the
He
next
was
guy.
the
That was
next.
number 2.
Oh, Booker's
Booker's a gunner.
Oh,
Though.
yeah,
Booker's
Cole
nice.
made it.
Booker actually was a
Who was in that
replacement.
Herrera and
Diego Sanchez.
No, they already happened.
Nope, that's now.
no,
That was the fight before the.
Diego Sanchez didn't just fight.
No, he's fighting now.
Who got fucked over with
That
the
was
knee?
the fight before the 2 girls fought.
Who was that?
No idea.
The dude with the braids.
The dude with the braids.
Yeah,
I don't
who
know
was
who
the
he
dude
is.
that hit him with a knee?
Not Diego Sanchez.
Oh my god, that was Diego Sanchez.
It looked like
Yeah,
the
no,
sheriff
but like
anyways.
I said, I don't feel like the dunk contest is something that I'm gonna watch if it's not based off of what you're putting up. I don't care about. Oh, now everybody will start dancing.
So Izzy started.
Yeah.
Wait, that's Michael Pereira. That's what he does though. He already started doing that.
Nah, Izzy was the first motherfucker that danced before he walked in.
Like, yeah, like.
Not with no group.
Nobody
Yeah,
put
with a
on
group,
no show.
yes. With a
Nobody.
group,
No,
yes.
no, no. Nobody put on no show. Motherfuckers maybe did a little bop while they hustled down, but
That's
nobody
why-
stopped and danced like that.
No, he used to
Dwight
b-boy.
Howard-
Look, he
Dwight
used to
Howard-
b-boy. Come
Yeah, I
on.
don't give. It was no one ever did nothing like
Oh,
that.
yeah, not like that.
Dwight Howard
Like, come on
is
now.
showing out.
That's what they said.
No, like he got 24 on his cape. He got 24 on his
Oh.
thing, and the ball is gold with Kobe's signature in a 24.
Yeah, but he's on the Lakers too.
But this is in Chicago.
Yeah, but he's on the Lakers.
But
Yeah.
Dwight Howard had
Yeah, but that might influence.
Like, is that Kevin Gates?
allegedly Kobe was supposed to help Dwight Howard do his dunk contest. Maybe that's why all his dunk look the same right now.
He's in
That's the same with this
he's on the
shit,
Lakers.
isn't it?
He's on the Lakers. That's all that matters. Like he can do that because he's on the Lakers. If it was anybody else, I'd be like, y'all trying to.
Y'all just riding dick.
Not even that. It's y'all just trying to go to like the emotions of the fans rather than being
Actually
held
do
accountable, like
something.
being judged off of your talent.
Yeah, but for him to get a 49 on that basic ass.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all they judge it. No, listen, but come
I
on.
ain't signed up for
Go
that
ahead. Let me
contest.
be 6'11". I'll show you.
Man, I remember that argument. If I was 6'11", I'd be in the league. Man, just give me 6 feet.
I'll go with the ratio.
Huh?
We'll do it ratio wise. Damn, he was going.
That's
he
his
was
second.
low. Look how low he was going down. Look, he's on his way down, almost down. You know what I mean? Like,
But I don't understand how you just said a couple minutes ago Aaron Gordon's first dunk.
Well,
Aaron Gordon's first dunk was
wasn't
more
fancy.
difficult than
I
that.
didn't say it wasn't. I'm just saying that he's.
Aaron Gordon went
Aaron
through the
Gordon's
legs.
still rising.
Aaron Gordon went through the legs, going through the legs, pumped down and
Back.
behind his back.
I'm not saying that wasn't. Good.
All right.
All I'm saying is. I mean,
But the first thing you said
seems
was his
better.
dunk.
that's all I'm saying. I've seen better.
But that's taken away from.
Okay.
Yo,
That's
was
fine,
the
that's
dunk
fine,
when
that's
he
fine,
was
that's
on
fine,
both
that's fine.
legs was not better.
But you're still taking away from
He
the quality of
he
the
lost
dunk
that one.
from-
It don't matter. He lost that one.
So if he was this one, that one doesn't matter either, right?
No shit.
No, what I'm saying,
Nobody
which one is
remembers
better?
the one who lost, bro.
Yes, sir. If it's bullshit, we just all did it.
Corey, does he got a ring?
Bro, we're not doing the ring shit.
That's the
Anyways,
same thing.
so back to it. My finals prediction is Lakers, Bucks.
That's because you want LeBron. But go ahead.
No,
You see how the Lakers are playing?
I take LeBron in 7 any day against anybody. I don't care. Even the Golden State times. I was like, ain't no way. They didn't beat LeBron. They beat they beat the other guys.
Yeah.
LeBron was going off 35, 38. This motherfucker averaged the most points in the
Wow.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Like what? He's one off. Aaron Gordon. Cool. I told you. He's the real deal, bro.
What the?
I'm actually surprised Marquise Chris isn't in this one again.
Yo, you look how fast that motherfucker was spinning though. The timer.
Jeez.
Wow.
Oh,
That means it's off.
Oh my god.
All right, we'll wrap it up.
Let me.
Oh yeah, so let's just wrap it up with the NBA our predictions and shit.
You gonna wrap it up? You gonna do?
I got Lakers, Bucks. Who you got?
I have Raptors, Lakers.
I have Celtics, Clippers.
Oh.
I think
That's
it's gonna be a game 7.
That's cool.
All wire.
That's cool.
You think Clippers beat the Lakers in 7?
I think they're gonna be tied by previous games. That's why.
Who, Lakers?
Yeah.
Clip-
I just don't even like.
Lakers are number 1, so they get the easier way because they get the lower seed.
Yeah.
But those lower seeds are like, oh, if we could beat number 1, They got more. They got more to win.
Oh,
Clippers would have to get through Denver.
And Denver usually is like the gatekeeper status,
I feel
with
like,
no disrespect.
Okay, but here's my thing. I just feel like Doc Rivers isn't doing.
No, that's fine. No,
strong
your opinion.
coaching.
Your opinion's your opinion.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't think Doc Rivers isn't coaching?
No, he's coaching great. I think.
No, but he's not
Yo,
playing.
that shit ain't till 8 tomorrow.
Yo, he's not playoff coaching.
I don't think it's Doc Rivers coaching. I think it's the players.
Yeah, fuck that.
I feel like Doc Rivers is coaching to the best of his ability.
All right, so hold on.
You don't think Patrick Beverly, when he's healthy, is gonna help them get past Denver?
No.
That's why I think.
No, I think in the playoffs. That's the thing. Is like how many years do we have this conversation where everybody's like, oh well, this team beat LeBron led team in the regular season.
I don't think that matters.
Nigga, I'm telling you,
bro,
niggas, no,
it's regular season.
Niggas bring that shit up all the time. What I'm saying is that do not sleep on a playoff LeBron.
I get that there.
A playoff LeBron will put them numbers up. Now here's the thing, and everybody, and I fucking hate it. Everybody's like when the Clippers lost to the Celtics, they were like, oh, but it's a team game. Motherfucker, y'all niggas weren't saying that shit when LeBron lost. Y'all was like, oh, LeBron couldn't do it. Hold on.
But
they were like, oh, they were like, oh, Paul George got injured. He wasn't playing the rest of that game. Kawhi Leonard should have been able to take over and go win. That's the same shit I'm saying about Kevin Durant. If he does not win a championship a year removed from this injury, so he plays the whole season, the next season, if he doesn't win, do not conversate that nigga in the same breath with LeBron.
But right now.
Because he did it with Kyrie, injured Kyrie.
With an injured Kyrie.
And it was the best Golden State team.
It's really loud.
Yeah, because that's when we went undefeated all the time, right?
The best record.
It was killing.
To go what you were saying, Derek, when a lot of people always say, "Oh, Ray Allen saved LeBron ass on the Heat," or what was it? Mike Miller saved LeBron's ass with this shot. At the same time, how many times did Ray Allen save the Celtics legacy, or how many
legacy? They won one, bro.
To get to the what was it?
18. They won one banner. You're retiring a player who won one banner for your team.
No, but if they
two players.
If they had lost, hold on, wait 1 second, please. Yeah. If they had lost that year, they wouldn't be in the conversations of any sort of playoff talk.
Did he win
all the way up until now?
What?
Until now.
Why are you talking like that?
So I'm sorry. As of right now, right? If the playoffs were to go right now, the Lakers' first round would be the Grizzlies. Second round will be the Rockets or the Jazz. I have them. The Rockets just gutted themselves in the paint.
Yeah. I have them beating both teams.
So the Clippers would have the Thunder, and then they would have between the Rockets, Jazz, and Nuggets in the second round. And then you know if they were to go all the way, they have Lakers and whatever.
I see them beating the Rockets and I see them beating the Jazz. It's the Nuggets that I worry about.
Yeah, the Nuggets are fucking tough, but
the NBA commissioner just named the All-Star Game MVP trophy.
The Kobe Bryant
MVP.
They should keep it. They should keep it that.
And I mean, a lot of people are like, LeBron's taking that.
Oh,
he better take that shit off.
Sure.
He's going for 55.
You better ball the fuck out.
He going for 55 and a triple double.
55 triple double. He's like, let me go let me get them Nuggets, baby. Give you a 20 piece.
I wouldn't even be surprised if he hit 81 just for Kobe. Stop right there. Send me out, coach. Ooh.
All right, so you said Clippers, Celtics. Cool. That's cool. We'll just check back in with another time when the playoffs are going. UFC, very interesting. Right now, the big one for us to watch is the Corey Anderson fight because he would have another shot at John Jones, maybe after that. I think Corey Anderson beats this guy.
Do you think Corey Anderson can?
He's fighting angry.
Can not will. Can.
No. I don't think so. Unless he gets that puncher's chance, but
I just don't know who can.
No. John Jones game plans like the fucking Patriots do. That's all show, bro.
I'm just surprised that
that's fine, but that was
higher than the gate.
That's fine, but that was all show.
Yeah, I've seen this dude.
Did he get him? Oh no, he's sprawled.
No. He might be right there.
Yeah. So John Jones has had a big fight against Dominic Reyes. A lot of people say it's a controversial decision, but I did too at first. I was like, fuck, he might have lost that fight. And I was like, I don't know if you like the third round was really that questionable round for me.
3-2 either way, right?
I had it 3.
Jones fight?
Yeah.
Oh no, 4-1.
What?
Easy.
After I watched
After
that
I
shit
watched
again,
it,
I say 4-1.
And I called it.
My thing was I had.
You was drunk and didn't know what you was
So
watching.
When I said 4-1.
Lucky numbers, dog.
I had 2-2 and literally that.
I'm sorry, no, sorry. I can't say 4-1. 2-3.
No.
2-3, yeah. I said 2-3.
I said 2-3.
You just said you said 4-1.
No, I said 2-3 the whole time.
Listen, I had it 2-3, but it was
He
Reyes
only got
that I had first.
Reyes only got first round. All the other rounds, Jones showed control.
I agree. That's why I said 4-1, but I also say 3-2 because Reyes Jones was always pressing forward in that fight. Not once was he backing off.
Yes.
That's points.
And a lot of the times that Reyes threw,
they were not landing.
And Jones did roll off of those punches perfectly. That's what I was saying. But it was
so that doesn't
ridiculous shit that
so here's the worst part of it all. By watching the way that everybody was talking and shit, I think Joe Rogan was the only one who was saying a lot of these aren't really hurting him or hitting him. Joe Rogan said it out loud and said, "Is this fucking judge looking at the floor?" In the middle of broadcasting, said that, and he got a little bit of trouble for it. But
I'm sorry.
But is the fucking judge looking at the floor?
He was. Dude, there's a camera overhead that showed when it happened. But the reason why I could see it as a 4-1 or a 3-2 is that Jones was pushing forward the whole time. Jones was landing the significant hits. And when Dominic Reyes was throwing his punches, they looked aggressive and harmful, but they weren't doing anything. Now, for me, a big thing that I feel is undermined is the damage a fighter takes. If a fighter is banged up and getting fucked up off of 7 or 8 hits a round, and the other guy is taking 12 hits and they're not doing nothing, that busted up face should count.
Right, because
I'm fucking you up
with my face.
Yeah. Now, another part that I think a lot of people missed was that Jones landed 4 takedowns.
Yep.
Even though Reyes got up, that's still a takedown.
And you know what my problem is? I keep forgetting that, especially when I feel like
those are championship rounds. So that's round 4 and 5 that did that.
I feel like Demetrius Johnson won his fight and
against Cejudo.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Because he was getting right back up, but if we're doing it like that, then John Jones wins.
That's why I don't agree. Like Joe Rogan said that on his podcast. He was like, I don't know what his whole narrative of did he do enough to beat the champ. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You're the champion. You've done this thing that puts you on this. You have a mark on your back. Did you do it? If it goes to decision, this decision better be like, oh shit, lopsided. That you ran through. As much as I hate to fucking say it, Kamaru Usman to Tyron Woodley. Yeah. That motherfucker, it went decision and he grinded that shit out.
I'm sorry.
And you know I'm a big Woodley fan.
Before we end,
yeah,
we have to bring up the reinstatement of Myles Garrett.
Yes. Oh, y'all didn't see that, huh?
We have to.
Go ahead.
So they just went back and forth.
Yeah, because I said it was spicy.
So Myles Garrett got reinstated in the NFL. He's back on the Browns.
Yep.
Okay.
So that means he was suspended indefinitely.
What did he do again?
He took the helmet.
Oh, dude. Okay. Yeah, okay.
So Myles Garrett just put out another thing that said he called me a stupid N-word. I don't know what happened, and I know what I heard. So then Mason Rudolph posted 1,000% false, bold-faced lie. I did not have not and would not utter a racial slur. This is disgusting and reckless attempt to assassinate my character. What do you gain from that? But he got reinstated, so there was some truth to it. You don't reinstate a player that, for a lot of people in a lot of people's eyes, should be facing criminal charges. You don't reinstate that guy. That it happened on your property. It happened on your shit.
Like this dude literally took a
on TV.
Yeah.
And swung the shit.
He was trying to put it back on.
Hey man, be careful out here.
Here, where am I?
So, I don't want to keep over talking, but I feel like Jones. The biggest factor to me, Reyes was good for the first 2 minutes and burnt out every minute, every round.
Oh, that's a tall motherfucker.
Who was that, Taco?
Yeah, look at that shit.
Saw shit. Damn, he cleared him. Oh no!
Wow. He ball sacked.
He balled his head.
But
that's still high.
Yeah, that's high.
But
the white dude, Baldo, 5'4" person.
Sorry.
Yeah. Taco Fellas.
I miss Dwayne Wade already.
Yeah. He did a good job commentating that Boston game.
He commented?
Not commentating, I'm sorry, on the halftime.
Halftime show? Oh, yeah, shit. I didn't know that.
Good job. That was good.
Oh, man, he kind of... For the Apex, he got kind of over him, though.
They had the funniest fucking thing on Marcus Smart. He did this flop. You seen that?
Yeah, the flop. That's why I don't like him.
But
Anyways,
Marcus Smart built a flop as high. Oh, my God.
So, with the whole John Jones thing, I think it was more definitive or more obvious in my eyes after watching the fight again that Jones won. Mm-hmm. Like... And I see why it was a unanimous decision and not split. Because everybody saw, after 2 minutes, Dominic Reyes burned out. Mm-hmm. He did that, move, throw one, throw two. Mm-hmm. I mean, just to stay active. But Jones was still the aggressor.
Ring control.
The whole fight. I'd go 97, 98% Jones was in control of the ring.
I have to watch it again.
Yeah.
To what I was saying to Corey, because I told Corey I see John winning 3-2. When... I saw Jones winning I saw Reyes taking the first 2 minutes of the third round. Yeah. But after that, Jones literally
took over the whole fight.
The whole time, literally just framed him and hit him.
Don't get me wrong, Dominic Reyes isn't a bitch, bro.
No.
That did you see how fast he stood up every time he got taken down?
Yeah.
That's just strength, bro.
But you can't take away how calm Jones was the entire time. Not once did his breathing change. Yep. Not once did he was like.
He was against Santos. Shit. I was like, I can't believe
he's like that every fight.
When he fought Santos like that, I was like, this motherfucker got a grin and chin.
He's looking at a serial killer in the eyes.
This motherfucker got Mjolnir on his chest tattooed. Like you want to go punch him in the face and let him punch you back in the face?
I just did this.
You'll be okay.
Yeah, at what point, at what point did you say?
Would your mom say it hurt so good?
What is it?
Yeah, that's so
psychotic.
At what point did you say, that was who can beat him?
I honestly think.
When did you start thinking that?
What? Who could beat him?
Well, now who can beat him? Cause that's.
Oh shit! That was after their first Gaslam fight.
Who could beat who?
John Jones.
Gaslam was your best bet. That war. Holy shit!
I don't think anybody.
Holy shit! I didn't think DC ever.
Hell no.
Me either.
Gaslam was the best. Not Gaslam.
Didn't he
Gustafson.
only win? Yeah.
First Gustafson fight.
No, you could put.
But didn't DC only win by?
DC didn't win.
Yeah, win.
No, but didn't he got the belt from Jones after that whole?
Do not contest. No.
Time out.
I thought
there was never a reason that DC got the belt because of Jones.
No.
DC got the belt because the belt was relinquished when Jones got suspended.
Yep. And then
that's how he fought someone else and beat them.
But he didn't fight Jones.
No. Nope. Never fought Jones. Never beat Jones. Never will.
That's who he beat. No,
that's heavyweight. And then he go get his ass mopped, but it's cool.
Fat fuck.
They didn't do it round 3.
Hot takes. Our boy, we all love him. Israel Adesanya is fighting. That's who everybody loves. But me, and my homie, the soldier of God, Jesus loves you.
I love you.
What happened to Jesus?
Adesanya's gonna win.
That's gonna be good fight.
Nope.
Did you see the video I sent you? See the video I sent you when he gets attacked?
Hold on. Stop talking to me. You said Adesanya. Yeah, that show's funny when he took. You said
what
Adesanya.
Is it? UFC.
You said Adesanya.
Yeah, I want to look at the card.
You say. Yeah. Pick.
What is the next? What is it?
Finally, somebody gets you the answer because you've been saying I don't know since I've been asking.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I say I don't know, man?
Nope. Yes. Yeah.
Is he what? 18 or 16 now?
18-0, and Yoel's 13-4.
13-4. 2 of them shouldn't count. He should be 15-2. Whitaker and Costa.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm not the only one.
I think that Costa fight.
All right.
Versus I do. I keep looking at it.
So who you got?
Huh? I don't know, man.
Oh shit, Zane's on that card too?
Who?
Sean O'Malley's on there.
Alex Oliveira.
Shit.
Is this the... Yeah, this is her.
No, that's not Jochenko.
Yeah, Weili Zhang, baby.
That's the one who got knocked out and I said her ass jiggled like crazy.
Weili Zhang taking that fight against Joanna.
Yeah, Weili Zhang gonna win by knockout.
It's very hard for me to choose somebody. Like, if you're the champion, I'm always... 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna say You're gonna keep that belt.
Because you know that man.
Too. Sean O'Malley.
All right, yo, pick Corey. Who you got?
I can't.
You have to pick
You
Corey.
have to pick, bro.
Adesanya
Think
or
stylistic. Don't think feelings. So who you like?
That's what I'm saying. Like.
Adesanya's about to fit.
Yo, you seen?
Come on now. Nope, just pick.
Nah, I can't.
This conversation doesn't go nowhere after.
MMA math don't make sense. We know that.
Okay, but if you were to go, however you need to go.
I'm doing the math. It don't make sense to me. I can't pick.
So don't do the math.
Who'd you say?
No.
I say
no.
Corey first.
Who you thinking? Who you want? That's how I'll ask you.
No, because then he wins either way.
No, he doesn't. Who you want is different than who you think.
All right. I think Izzy wins stylistically, but I want Yoel to win.
Surprising. Okay.
I want Yoel to win. I think Yoel will win.
Shut the fuck up.
Adesanya's gonna win, and Adesanya's gonna win.
Yoel wins by knockout in the first round.
No way.
Now, here's why I say that.
Robert Whittaker fight shows me that he can do more. I mean, not Robert Whittaker. What's that Mexican's name? The Mexican guy.
Gastelum.
Kelvin Gastelum.
But
that who fought?
That Izzy fought.
Izzy can take a punch. Don't get me wrong. Izzy can take a hit.
Nah,
but I don't think
he ain't got no neck.
I don't think. Nah, that's the thing. The height difference. Izzy is a master striker, bro. Now, I think Yoel Romero is explosive enough and strong enough to get in there. Now, remember what Izzy did to Whittaker. Yeah. I told you there was no crazy amount of power. He was just fucking precision on the chin, dropped him.
He got 80-inch versus 73.5.
6.5.
And 3-inch.
But at the same time, we also know Romero does really well against people that are taller and have a lot longer reach than him.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Yeah, he likes to get in there.
You can say what you need to say.
Yeah. I call Yoel Romero the champion that should be. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because 2 fights, like his fight against Whittaker.
Adesanya has the belt, right?
Yeah. Okay. His fight against Whittaker, you knocked that motherfucker down twice and you lost in that decision.
This is March 7th.
You knocked him down. You knocked him down once within 3 minutes left of the last round.
What? Time out. Izzy did that shit too, but the belt saved him.
But at the same time, he also knocked him down in the 3rd round.
Let's do it. That's a big fight. She told us to be quiet.
March 7th?
Yeah.
March 7th, okay.
Literally right around the corner.
Yeah.
Months away.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like, personally, this is my opinion, Izzy is a masterful striker, and if it comes to one of those things where he can establish his jab and stuff early, we're going to be talking one of those feel-out fights. But if Yoel Romero is able to get in there and go and hit him, I don't think Izzy's ever been hit that hard. I don't think Izzy's seen or felt power like Yoel puts out.
Because who's that guy that fought Yoel that was on Joe Rogan was like, oh shit, this guy is hitting. I can't remember what it was.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
He fought him.
I know who you're talking about.
Joe Rogan always talks about it. Whenever I touch him, it's like a fucking rock.
That's what the guy that was talking about.
Yeah, this was like a year ago. Like a year ago. But the same thing with Yoel. He's an Olympic wrestler as well. People don't. Yeah.
Knee to the body, bro. Brought him down.
He's an Olympic
wrestler.
People
don't.
That's a close fight.
Probably
bro.
a dick shot.
No, bro.
No, he would have.
He went down off of a knee.
See, look.
Oh, that knee.
He hit me. Oh.
He walked away like he won though.
Cause he might have hit him.
He thought he did.
He might have hit him.
Oh, he busted him open.
My nigga, it's not that big a deal.
He might have hit a down.
I think that's what it is for the cut.
He might have hit a down opponent.
It might be for the cut.
But if the cut it was because of the knee, that's illegal.
Look right here. Hit to the body.
Oh yeah, down opponent.
He no hands.
No
hands down. Wow. No hands down. It has to be 3 points. So
but the other dude was the same.
Yeah, but the knees were down. Like that's what the
other dude's
what?
hand was down. The other hand. The other dude's hand was down.
He didn't win.
Again? See, I can't do this shit, bro.
Wow.
Who won?
Probably fuck that kid.
That's garbage,
bullshit.
bro. Even Giannis is shocked.
Everybody's shocked. You have to be shocked.
I mean, even Derrick Jones is shocked.
What is a fucking popularity contest?
Look at this. Who's that? Is that Peyton?
Who?
No.
In the back with the glasses on.
No.
What's his name?
Look.
The biker mice.
Dwayne Wade, bitch ass.
You don't give him a 9. What are you talking about?
Who gave him 10 that was next to
Garvin. Common. Who's next to Common?
I'm trying to see the names exactly. This is a terrible
47 to 49.
Common, Candace Parker, Chadwick Boseman, and Scottie Pippen.
Can Chadwick do?
Yeah, it don't matter. He's fucking T'Challa, bitch.
Right,
Mind your business.
Okay. The people that could dunk.
Wakanda forever.
The people that could dunk, I can see the thing here.
They're gonna stop the fight, aren't they? They're taking too long. They're gonna stop it.
He looks like he's
Damn.
And
So this is
the reason why I'm not saying that he's down was because who's the dude that got
second time.
another fight? His hand was down like
Yeah, I told you, Zach Levine.
behind himself.
But look.
I don't know. I just feel like that was
Not
a
down.
legal knee.
There's no
But
down.
when they fight in New Mexico, it's the rules.
Anyways,
No.
anyways.
You know what a down
Everybody's face.
opponent isn't it?
Different rule.
He's like, yo, you shouldn't have won that,
Right.
bro.
And they alright. So
Did you see him?
in Nevada
But he's talking to somebody else.
and in there when it was
No,
the
he's
rules
telling
there,
him he shouldn't have
when
won.
it's a
Oh,
different
yeah.
opponent.
You shouldn't have won that, bro.
Traditionally, it's a down opponent.
Are they going by the traditional?
Yes, so it's a down opponent.
All right.
Okay.
Anyways, 2 fights I want to talk about before we go. We're gonna go off after this.
Well, they continue.
Cannonier was looking for a new opponent because his other opponent got injured.
I had him winning in the first place.
Who was he fighting?
It was Robert Whitaker at first, then it turned into Darren Till.
Darren Till is now
But-
his
I think
opponent
Darren
now.
Till's scared to fight. Man.
He is, but he just signed it
He's a
yesterday.
PTSD.
He signed it, but
PTSD fighting black people.
No, getting knocked out.
but he
Masvidal
had
knocked it out so bad.
he signed the fight. Then it turned out that Cannonier has to get bicep surgery.
No, it's still happening. They were talking about it today.
They did.
Yeah, Cannonier was talking about it.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. Yeah, you could work on the cut during a break.
Yeah, the doctor's time.
That's you supposed to call it out.
No, Doctor, time out.
God,
Just
that's
just.
trash, bro.
What are you talking about?
Because they're both recovering. Why let them recover? If he could continue,
Hold on. No, this isn't the end of the round.
then it's the
They
third.
just started again.
It was third. No, it was
That was second, going into the third.
nah.
Yeah, see?
Nah, it was 2 minutes.
Yeah, he was
to-
supposed.
It was like a minute and a
When
half
is
into
this?
the third.
From when? What time? Cause I just was watching on Joe Rogan.
What?
10
It's
hours
gonna be
ago.
like 120.
It's fine. Oh, they ended it.
They called it.
And the other one, Tyron Woodley, is fighting your boy.
That's a good fight, man.
And from London, he's fighting him over there in London.
Leon Edwards.
Edwards.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's dangerous.
I got Tyron.
I got Tyron Wood.
Yeah.
Don't.
Wow.
Y'all motherfuckers are sleeping on Woodley.
Nah, bro. No, don't get me wrong. I don't sleep on Woodley, man. I just think that Leon is
Able to catch a flying knee.
nah. He's like
No
he's
bullshit.
just a little more. He's a
He
little more
catches
of an
2 piece in a
athletic.
soda.
He's like a little
Oh,
more. of an-
told your ass.
From a decision. From a disqualification. Wow.
An illegal knee. I told you.
Wow. Okay, so a down opponent doesn't have to do with the 3 limbs.
It depends though. I think it's all motion. Like if they're getting up or I forgot how it was, but Jones almost no. There, Greg Hardy got in trouble for that shit and got disqualified because of it. Because the dude's hands were off the ground, but he was the motion.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah.
All right. All right.
I got Corey Anderson.
I got Corey Anderson. Too.
Dropping the bomb.
Seven Tabaka, bitches.
Jan Blachowicz.
It's fine. When it's strikers, dog, it's any way it goes, right?
That's my boy right there.
Yeah, I feel like we talked about sports and stuff quite a bit too. So we're
How
gonna
about tennis, man? No.
we're gonna be watching the Izzy fight.
Can't remember your girlfriend made fun of you for watching tennis.
We're gonna be watching the Izzy fight, and we're gonna be watching. Actually, we'll finish this too. Yeah, but what we been on for like 2-3 hours or something like that. 2.5. 2.5. Yeah. With that being said, this has been another installment of the With All Disrespect podcast. Hold on, let me pull this motherfucker up. Brian, you got one?
Oh, I have a joke.
You can't tell.
Yo, you know what? Post it on your stuff. People follow you and find and
You can't tell Kaylee's joke.
Yeah, don't use Kaylee's
No. That's her joke. Mine is a little more inappropriate.
a little more. Hers wasn't appropriate at all.
So, a man and a woman were gonna get married. The man, sorry, I fucked up. The woman goes to the man and says, "Sorry, babe, don't judge me, but my tits are a little small." He goes, "Don't worry about it. I'll love you regardless." A couple of days later, man goes to the woman and goes, "Babe, please don't judge me, but I'm a little insecure about my size. I'm the size of a baby." She goes, "Don't worry about it. I'll love you regardless."
couple weeks later, they get married, and start getting down. The woman takes off her shirt. He goes, "Damn, I thought you said you
Say it.
had
small?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
What?
Thought you had
Just
small breasts. Sorry, damn, I'm stuttering. Damn, can I get it out? Shit.
No, clearly not.
Well, let me. Damn it, you
know,
got a process.
just saying-
You're censoring yourself.
Anyway.
Yeah, he was such a little pussy.
Anyway.
No, tits is in the square, bro.
Anyway.
I thought he was gonna say dick. I was like, what do you?
No.
Go ahead.
Anyway, he goes, "Damn, I thought you said that your tits were a little small." She goes, "What? These aren't small to you?" He goes, "No, those are fine." So he takes off his pants. She goes, "Whoa! I thought you said you were the size of a baby." He said, "Yeah, I am. 6 pounds 8 ounces."
Ew. He has an infection. He has gangrene. Go get it.
Get that shit checked.
That's too much for me. I don't know. The joke was too much. Nah.
Me either.
The joke was too much.
Alexia Lennon
That's how I
versus
feel right
Fabricio
now.
Wardum.
Huh?
That's how I feel right now. Go down. Go right there. 11. We're number 1. 11 years.
That's crazy. Yeah. With that being said, this is another installment of the With All Disrespect podcast. We do this every week. Got some things going. Your boy's about to start the first leg of phase 1. We about to be like Marvel. This is phase 1. And you'll be seeing it soon on social media on all the platforms that we are on. I'm very excited to get this out there and get people out there out here trying the product and the stuff that I've been working on and trying to figure out and master myself. Maybe I'll even do a free kind of deal where motherfuckers come and try and check it out. But phase 1 is super close. Keep your eyes locked and loaded on the pages all around. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, all the good shit, Twitter, and all that. Now, I don't know if these motherfuckers have anything else to say.
Corey Anderson for the win.
Oh, you fucking nerd.
Oh, man, when your boy get knocked out.
I don't know.
All right, we're gonna cheers to this one.
To Corey Anderson.
To the UFC.
Cheers to accountability. Fuck y'all. I'm on the same vibe, bro. Good night.